Hey, howdy, hey! How's everyone doing today?
Good.
Oh man, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. How's everyone doing?
I mean, can't
Tired.
complain.
Tired, can't
Good.
complain. Yeah. Doing all right. Wow, the energy level is
Yeah, it's
different.
outstanding, my
Yeah.
man.
I
Welcome
think we'll
back.
pick up once we get going.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we will. Welcome back to Adventures in Initiative presents the In-Quy'zz-ition. As you can clearly tell on stream, one of ours is having technical issues and will be back in soon, we're hoping. But we gave him advice to try and restart his internet, and now his internet is not restarting at all. So we're going to have Dadley in a little bit later. But for now, why don't we go ahead and do some channel stuff? First things first. Thank you to Geeky Clean for sponsoring the channel and all of its shows. They're a wonderful nerdy hygiene company. And guys, I have a confession to make.
Yeah.
I cannot stop thinking about Geeky Clean's products. I mean, have you seen the D20 dice bombs that they have made inspired by the critical role character sets from campaigns 1 and 2?
I have not. Can you tell me more about those?
Well, they have a box set that comes with all of them in it, or you can just have them individually, and they're inspired by the members of Vox Machina and the Mighty Nine, and they sold out so fast. But as soon as they get restocked, I need everybody watching this stream to go check those out because they are very, very delightful smelling. There are also D20 dice soaps that have, I don't know if they have full dice sets or just D20s in them, but that's another thing that Geeky Clean is just so good at doing, is making a wide variety of soaps and cleaning products for you to choose from. And they're always open to communication about allergy issues or whatever you want to talk to them about. Really, I messaged one of them hi one time and they said hi back, so that was that was fun. If you go on down to geekyclean.com and use the code ANIPOD, that's ANI pod, you can get anywhere from 5 to 10% off your next purchase, including any shower fizzers, dice bombs, bath bombs, soaps, and any other product they have, including, if you want to, the first month of their subscription service, which gives you a new D20 dice bomb every month. How cool is that? Use the code ANIPOD, and the more times you use the code, the better the discount is. That works on clearance. It works on everything. Thank you, Geeky Clean, for sponsoring our channel and our shows. And also, I want to give a big thanks to some of the audio that you will be hearing tonight is being provided by tabletopaudio.com. Tabletop audio is literally one of the best things I've ever come across for online D&D games. It has so many ambient tracks of just music and sound effects that you can just play. Yeah, that you can just play for all of your players to get more immersed into your world.
Immersion.
And if you go to their Patreon, they have longer extended versions of tracks and more tracks for you to pick from.
More tracks.
Use more tracks. They also have soundboards and sound pads that you can even make your own sound pads of. So you're never
DJ.
So you're never stuck with the wrong sound effect for your game, or you're never stuck without sound effects for your game. So, and it's completely ad-free, hassle-free. All you need to do is go to tabletopaudio.com and start using it.
Tabletop Audio, your place for free, awesome background music and sound effects.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Please support
and
them.
they're good folks, and they're making free music, kind of like our good friend Weston at Arcane Anthems, who we still use music for on our other shows. Go support him too. We don't shout him out enough. While we're at it. This is mostly just stalling to see how quickly Dadley can get back in here. Why don't we introduce everyone except Dadley for the podcast listeners? Because this show is in podcast form. If you're listening on whatever your favorite podcast platform is, thank you so much. Why don't we start? Just whoever wants to start, go for it.
Everybody roll a d6 right now. Whoever rolls the
Oh
highest gets it.
gosh, there you go. Roll a d6.
Okay.
4.
Damn it, I got a
4,
4 too.
5, 4, 6.
5. 6. Hey.
Willow, I guess
2.
you're going.
2.
2.
Hey, look
Okay.
at that.
Then we have an order.
Yeah.
How about that, Willow?
Hi, I'm playing Willow. I'm FntasyLover, and yeah. Hi.
Beautiful.
What an
Perfect.
entrance.
Go. Perfect. Go. Quinlan. Oh.
Hi, I'm the voice of Quinlan Flux. My name is Rhys, he, they. Can find me all over the place. Yeah, so. there's that.
Perfect. Perfect. Go, monk.
I am the Drunken Monk. I am the voice of Damon. You can find me everywhere as well at the Drunken Monk or Drunken Monk 91.
Perfect. Go.
Hello there. I'm
Oh
voice of-
God.
Sundial. My name is Dono. You can find me literally anywhere where you can find Dippy. Drop your dice cam right now. We've got
Oh, God.
Dadley here.
Oh,
Dadley,
no.
Finally.
hi.
Oh my
Yay.
God. Yay.
Oh wait, I gotta get
Yay.
his camera back on.
Hello.
I knew that stalling would be effective.
Hi.
Wait, are we live?
Yes, we're live.
Yes, we are.
Look at that beautiful face.
Welcome back.
Oh God.
His
Hello.
camera even looks
Hi.
good too. He's not
Oh, it's a
even.
good camera quality too. Yeah.
Okay, well then let me send message to chat then, 'cause we're live.
I'm just introducing myself. But hi, I'm DonoTheCleric. You can find me anywhere social media is besides Twitter. I mean, you can find me on Twitter. I just don't ever use it because I don't have anything to tweet about because my life's chaos.
Does
And I'm
anyone?
chaos and everything's chaos.
Apparently, a lot of people.
Perfect. Gear.
Dadley, go. Oh wait, no, dear, go.
I am Gearsparks. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch and a few other places. Oh, YouTube under the same name. I do run my own DM campaign, but I haven't been able to put it on Twitch as of yet. I'm hoping to soon. Yeah, and I play Tesla, the artificer, who is. I don't know what she's doing right now. And I don't
Again,
think she knows
does
either.
Trying to
anyone?
figure out what the fuck's going on? Probably.
And last but not least, our latecomer, Dadley.
I'm here now.
Finally gone.
Would you introduce yourself to our lovely audience?
I'm Dadley. That's all you need to know. I'm trying to calm down. I just got into a screaming match.
Oh God.
Oh
Oh no.
I literally,
All right.
just so y'all know, my internet decided to be shit again.
Mhm.
It only happens whenever we try to play this one game for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I slowly just built with more and more anger until I called out of work.
Oh
And my
God.
boss is not happy, but I don't care.
Oh
No.
no.
Okay, I'm
Well,
good. I have my
okay.
puppy. Where's my puppy? I don't have my
Uh-oh.
puppy.
The poppy
Oh,
left
no.
like right at the beginning of that. So
Well, with that all out of the way, why don't we go ahead?
Dadley's
and
got
try
some
to start
dope
the
art
show,
behind
shall we?
him.
Oh yeah, dope art has been
pin
provided
collection.
to Dadley.
Pin
And for those of you who could probably hear the difference since the last episode, Dono got a new mic. So
yeah, I sound a
hopefully
hell of a lot better for the dude that's running the audio in this fucking show.
yeah, and he won't sound like tinny garbage anymore.
Thanks.
Now-
I
now
am the
just-
trash man in this show,
he'll just
so
sound like
that is
clear
true.
I'm the
garbage
trash
now.
man.
Yeah, clear like clear garbage.
Anyway,
They're
I
just
started blasting.
shards of broken glass instead of
I fired and I
instead
missed.
of- Oh my God.
That's gonna be me.
Why
this
don't we get
entire
the
episode. I'm
show-
just gonna miss every single one of my shots. Watch.
All
I've
right.
got my worst dice out right now.
Oh boy.
Nice.
No, I don't. My worst dice are actually in a bag right now.
With that out of the way, why don't we go ahead and start the friggin' show, shall we?
These dice do have like really a ton of sugar on them, though. Ew. My kids got to them.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sugar and spice
I was
and
thinking
everything.
I was
Nice.
thinking you had. I was thinking you had edible dice for a second there.
No.
Last time.
Though, if anybody wants to send me edible dice, I'll eat them for you.
Gummy dice.
They don't
That
even
is-
have
You
to
gotta
be
get the cheese,
chewy.
like the Swiss cheese.
I'll just ASMR up in this bitch right now.
Fellas.
All right,
No
let's start with the
offense.
thirst talk right here, okay?
Last time on the In-Quy'zz-ition, our adventurers delved into a tunnel system for the first time. But they didn't immediately start off by doing that. A couple of our crew, Sundial and Willow, went over to investigate in the night. An awful smell coming from somewhere around them, more awful than the environment they're already in, and they discovered a bunch of dead fish and an indentation in the floor of the creek that was very close to their campsite. So they did the logical thing and broke the tunnel. Broke the ground that was indenting
That's
up
not
into the river.
That wasn't a we thing that we did, to be clear.
But it's still
Not my
happened
fault.
regardless. Regardless. After that, they delved into the tunnel system for the first time, and there was a lot of bickering to be had. Bickering which was eventually interrupted by a janitor by the name of...
I think we got his name,
I
did we?
didn't write it down. Terry.
Oh, yeah.
Terry the
we
janitor.
We did catch his name.
Terry, that's right. Terry.
Eventually got you all back on side, at least for a moment, until you heard the sounds of a beast approaching from the other side of the tunnel, and then realized it was a giant Minotaur guard. Damon, who was invisible, decided to sneak past this Minotaur guard. Dadley, who was not, decided not to do that. Zog jumped right out into the open and revealed himself, and had a damn good persuasion check to pacify the Minotaur, but in an attempt to escape, tricked his own ally into thinking that he had hurt himself, making that ally, who happened to be Damon, kill, or almost kill.
No, he killed him.
Harmonious.
No.
He was brought very close to the edge of death over the course of 2
I could
months.
be convinced otherwise.
You did
See,
manage
you see,
to...
sword in his
burbled, and then
skull.
I instinctively kicked him in the head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was very
Um,
convincing, okay?
Yeah. The main
did.
point being, he was brought back just off the brink of death, and you have, like, shackled him to the floor, where you now have a choice to make. With the group still semi-divided amongst themselves, you
Yeah,
have
if I
to
remember right,
press on.
Zog already left with somebody.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
remember whose name was Zog.
A couple
Uh,
of people have wandered.
Yeah, it was Zog, Gear, and myself that walked off.
Yeah,
I
Zog,
believe I had
Tesla, and
walked off too.
Quinlan. Yeah. I think the only one who technically stayed behind was Damon.
Yeah.
And from there, we pick up into the new current episode. So, transition.
Transition.
Roll
know if
that
anybody got
beautiful
that, yeah.
bean footage.
I don't know why, but my brain went to Bad Horse from Dr. Horrible's sing-along vlog.
Oh God. So, as you all wander down the dungeon, as you all wander down the tunnels, rather. This is
Nah,
not
it's
a dungeon.
There's a dragon
Freudian-
down here, isn't there?
Freudian. Damon, we're gonna go ahead and do you first, so that you can catch up to the group.
So I'd originally wanted to do something, but I've since decided against it. So I was
Have you?
originally going to release him, tell him just not to follow us. But instead, I'm going to leave him shackled to the ground after we had our chat, and I'm going to run and catch up with the group. And as I'm leaving, I tell him we'll send someone back for him later.
Whatever you say. And he just like conks his head down onto the floor. And you swear as you turn the corner to catch up to your friends, you hear almost dying, really took it out of him.
Almost dying would take it out of you. He needs a rest to recover those hit points.
It's almost like he's taking a short rest.
Almost.
Something about having a knife in your skull.
Okay, so
my son had staples in his skull over the weekend.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I saw those photos. Those were rough.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that too. Well, if you're the praying type, pray for him.
Oh, he's fine.
On Monday, I'm taking him out of school early to go get him out.
There you go. So,
he's good.
As you walk down the tunnels, you went around a singular corner. It was. You came to one T and then you turned, and now you're turning again. So, you find yourselves in a long, narrow hallway. The stench is stifled from the surface, a natural stench that you have all become accustomed to, being that you live in the place that you live. Down here, it smells fresher,
smelly,
more
smelly smell. It smells.
A smelly smell that smells
smelly.
Smelly.
Dog, did you remember to take a bath today?
I have the ocean.
Zog is thrown into the water often.
I am. I'm a very clean. And then I have Sundial here who cleans me. Not like in a weird
You didn't know.
bathe me way.
Sundial
like,
will remind you that you didn't know that he could do that. Until yesterday.
I was lying, Sundial. Thank you for calling me out. Lying's not the best thing. Onward we go, I guess. Buddy.
Can someone please clip that?
Hold on, I got it. Never mind. I just clipped
I'm glad
it. We're
somebody's
good.
keeping you
Good
clean.
for
I'll add that to the YouTube. Yeah.
Dog.
I'll add that to the YouTube. Oh, you heard the clip for just a little bit on stream. My apologies.
We should copyright it ourselves.
No. So the smell is more one of rock and sulfur than of refuse and decay. It's different, but it's a nice kind of different. It hits your senses differently.
Sorry, I meant son. Did you remember to take a bath today?
Sundial does not require baths.
Oh, that's no. Yes, I'm sure you do.
He's a rock.
Sundial is no trash.
Do any of you want to smell Sundial to see if
I'm good. I'm just saying the obvious.
Yeah, I'm not.
Uh-oh,
I'm not
Quinlan.
taking that one. I'm gonna poke at Quinlan. I'm like, go smell him.
And just before you do that, Quinlan is just gonna lean over and just.
You smell. Oddly enough, there's like an air around him that's fresher than the rest of the air around you. It's almost it's like his core. You're leaning into his body, so you only catch hints of it, but seemingly around his core, the air is purified because he keeps the natural air around his core, or what he has around his core gets sucked into his core. Keep sustaining in essence almost.
Quinlan, what do I smell like?
It smells like calm ocean lavender and like honey. It's suckle.
100%.
Like, it's
Sundial saw you do that because he has blind sight.
Yeah.
So
that was my question. How dark it is in here? Because I can cast light.
It's dark. There's enough light that you can see like where the tunnel continues to stretch to, but there's like sconce, gap, sconce, gap. So there's darkness intermittently through this
Zog
tunnel.
definitely has like light cast off his compass, and he like very much not using his compass for direction, but has his compass out, just kind of like using it as a flashlight, pretty much.
All right. Okay. So you and you kind of hold it outwards, and it casts a beam directly out in front of you. Any particular color? Warm light, blue light?
It is like a kind of like it's wavy. It's like a blue fading into a
Yes.
green. Like it's almost like a children's night light, but bright enough that you can still see.
When you look at the bottom of the pool and it has the ripples at the bottom of the pool because of the light.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
So that light emanates from his compass out. Light works to 15 or 30 feet.
Light works out
light?
to, I believe it's
20.
20, and
20.
then it has
So
a dim radius out, not to another
So 20 and then 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
20.
20 feet out ahead of you, you see the path. And in the intermittent sconces that are hung up here, you could already tell that the ground was natural ground. And it comes to your surprise that most of the natural earth beneath all of the, all of the flora, fauna, and trash up above you is a mixture of almost reddish clay and dark gray stone. It's almost like Alabama clay, the natural soil content beneath here. As continuing to walk along, you begin to hear like the sounds of generalized underground existence. You swear you hear a couple of where is it? They were
Alaskan
just,
bullworm.
I saw them. Yeah. You swear you hear the sounds of pettering rats just up ahead of you, going into and out of probably a very small tunnel system of their own.
You just hear Sundial say 15.
15 what?
Rats.
You just know there's 15 rats?
Well, they just walked past us.
Did you count the feet and then like divide by 4, or do you just know rats?
I saw them.
You saw the rats.
Blindside.
Now you freak me out some days.
Mm-hmm.
I love you, buddy.
Tesla, you swear you feel one scamper over your foot as you're walking along.
Is Willow still sitting on my shoulder while we're going? By the way,
I believe that decision was made last time.
Yeah, because we never brought him back to the boat yet, or we haven't done that yet.
I have not done that yet.
Yes.
Oh right, you're riding Ripples. Ripples is on my shoulders, and you're
pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ripples would probably because this whole thing's flooded, right? So Ripples would be able to swim through this entire thing.
Are rats abundant in Quizar?
In Quy'zz, rats are one of the only natural fauna that have not evolved too much because of their robust constitutions and their small size. You will occasionally see double-headed rats or a long rat, but
I'm thinking that Tesla's accustomed to them enough that it's not creepy.
Yeah.
I've been on my own long enough and camping. I can tell you those taste good roasted over the fire.
I wouldn't eat all the meat here is pretty radioactive, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat those either.
Actually, that's just a world question that I'm just thinking of. What do we there's safe food to eat, right?
Oh yeah, there's plenty. There are still farmers who regularly farm and then slaughter and then sell their own fresh livestock.
Okay, all right, that's all. All right, cool.
Yeah,
and there's also things like purify food and water.
It's if you're at the supermarket, it's better in this case to not go for the free range option because free range means it's tainted with about 20 years of radiation poisoning. So
I've been eating them regularly.
Yeah, pretty much. It's not impossible to eat radioactive animals. This is different. Oh, because it went to that one, not this one.
Yeah, you got to take it off of the automatic to the next one.
Yeah, I have the loop. I didn't hit the loop button.
It's got to loop it, Michael Tman.
I am looping it now. This is called Into the Deep.
Aludra in the chat, what's up?
Hello, Aludra. Hello. How are you? Oh my god, we have 8 people watching. I didn't even realize that. Howdy, y'all. So
We don't look at the numbers. We just enjoy
Walking
the
along.
people talking.
walking along. Occasionally you come across.
There's a leak.
Occasionally you come across indents in the walls. This is better. This is what I wanted. Indents for like, you could probably stick 1 or 2 people into each indent into the wall.
Fox.
Probably little foxholes, like sneak gaps, something like that.
Every single one Zog passes, he's sticking his head, being like, "Gotcha, no, gotcha," like just trying to spook someone.
About the 4th time that you do that. About the 4th time that you do that.
Gotcha.
Ah!
I fucking found you.
You see a little like short fella who looks very recognizable to you.
Oh?
And the rest of your group, actually.
Is it the kid that was running?
It definitely looks like him. And it looks like he is backed into a corner.
I don't remember why we were chasing somebody. It's been a while.
He stole something.
He stole something?
Yeah, he stole something.
We're investigating the little thief.
I didn't steal anything. I was borrowing it. And you notice there is nothing behind him that he can escape from. He was just hiding there,
Dippy, can I
and
make a
hoping
history
that you
check
would
to
pass by
remember
him.
what he took?
No
Well,
need for a history check. It happened literally yesterday. He didn't steal anything yesterday, but the owner, Barazal, I believe.
The blacksmith, Tharazal, is saying that he has items that happen to go missing, and he thinks that it's the kid, but he's also thinking it's the kid working for someone else.
All right.
And this looks like that kid.
So we need to know, are you taking anything from the blacksmith?
Taking and giving are such vague concepts in this world, aren't
How
they?
old are you?
I pull my dagger out.
I'm
Are
12.
you taking from
He's
the
12!
blacksmith?
Well, I'm 2, and I cast Mold Earth and not lock him into place.
Jesus Christ. Sundial.
Sundial, you have to stop.
I'm gonna have
mistreating
to impose a rule on you. You can only use mold earth in that way once. And that, like, each different time that you use it, you release the other mold earth that you have.
Shouldn't it, like, instead of that, shouldn't it just be like a dexterity saving throw to see if you can get out of the way?
Yeah, let me do that.
it. Yeah, because I'm basically
but
doing
I
a
have
And if
grapple.
he
my knife
succeeds,
back at him.
and if he succeeds on it, you don't get to try to do
My
it again
DC's
because
14.
he's on
Yeah.
higher alert of it.
Yeah.
He rolled a 17 on the die.
Okay, cool.
So he succeeds. And you like and try to like clasp around his feet, and he's like,
Fuck.
ah! And he like grabs onto the sides of the wall and like just sticks there like Spider-Man. And he's just like, what the hell are you trying to do to me?
Can I cast Mold Earth?
If this succeeds,
Just learning
fuck.
from
What is your
Sundial.
DC? What is your
Um,
DC?
13.
Probably the same.
You rolled a 10. God damn it.
Sundial goes in for a high five.
Yes.
You cast mold earth on, you get the earth from the walls that he sticks to clasped around his hands, and now he's just hanging by his wrists. He's just like, and he just like tries to drop down, and he like drops, and then he's just like, who the hell are you people?
Who are you working
Can
for?
we just take a second? Everyone settle, all right?
I'm already settled. You need to get your friends
Not
settled.
you. That's it. Hey, they're gonna settle down a lot faster if you shut your
I
damn
can.
mouth for a
I will mold
Okay.
Earth a chair for him to be able to sit on while his arms are up.
It's a high
Okay.
school.
You bring a little.
No, like
patch
I'm
of
just gonna
earth.
take the pieces
Yeah.
of Earth that I've molded from the ground and just make it so he
No, I
has like
get
a
you.
seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of like.
No.
And make it like a mushroom top,
Yeah. You bring it up.
a little toadstool, if you will.
Yeah, and it gets right underneath his feet, and then he just like is able to stand just a little. He's like,
He's
I
doing
mean,
a
I guess
Christ
that
right
helps,
now.
but I'd rather not be stuck at all.
While that's happening, Zog is gonna lean into Tesla real as sneaky as he can and just go good cop, bad cop. as he then turns towards the kid and just
I
like,
go to
look,
Willow.
they're being
Sundial's gonna go to Willow. Be like, hey, follow my lead.
Oh, no.
Zog, Zog is instantly just turning towards this kid. Look, you're young. I get that. Things are a little bit wild. Can you explain your side of the story of what the fuck's going on and why the blacksmith thinks that you're stealing?
I go over and lean over and like, I really think we should just turn him in right now.
No,
Who are you
no,
working
no, no,
for?
no, no, no,
No,
no.
no,
Just
They-
tell us who
we
you're
don't
working
need to
for,
do
kid,
that
and
just
you'll
yet.
just be able to leave.
What did he say?
Just tell us who you're working for.
That
There's
was the
too
one
many-
part that I said I wasn't going to be able to tell you.
There's too many questions going on at once. Let's just start
Yeah,
with
let's
your side
Start
of
with
the
the
story.
two.
Okay, this guy came to me like a couple of weeks ago and said, "Oh," and he looked at me and he was like, "Oh, I need material for my new place. Can you go and get some?" And I said, "Well, yeah, of course I can. That's like my whole thing. That's like what was born to do." And then he looked at me and he told me that he would pay me like 20 gold to go for each thing that I grabbed and brought back to him. And I did, and I've been making enough money to feed my family, and I really don't want that to stop. And it's just, as we were
Wait.
chasing yesterday,
Wait.
at least one of you was, and
20 gold for each piece?
yeah, it seemed like the greatest deal on earth.
Piece of
Yeah,
what?
Or Queens,
little-
the greatest deal on Queens.
That's a little unbelievable.
I know, right? I was gonna sucker him out of everything he had.
Has
You
he
ever
paid
thought
you?
that maybe this problem is gonna solve itself? He's gonna bankrupt himself.
I was just about to say the same damn thing.
It sounds like, yeah, but that's I think it's a little suspicious. So he's actually given you the 20 gold. How many pieces have you given him?
Well, so far I've been able to bring him about 15, 16 pieces.
Holy.
Dog
I'm immediately
instantly-
searching him for a gold bag.
Nice.
Dog instantly turns around to a group huddle and goes, I think this means an alchemist. I think he's making gold. What the fuck?
Damon, you said you were immediately searching him for a gold bag, yes?
Yep.
He can't really check against it, so you can take as long as you need to find whatever you want to find, or you can roll to see how
Investigation
quickly
is
you
a
can find it.
21.
21.
Damon, are you touching this young boy? Damon!
Dog.
With a 21, he's able to do like the airport security pat down, just like
Yeah.
and then you hit punk on his right hip, and then you like pull back a little scrap of cloth that was hanging like down, and you see a little pouch hanging on his side, and you just kind of like bing.
Doink.
You open it up and check inside.
Yes.
There's about 20 copper pieces, a stick of gum, and a paper clip.
Insight check. Is he telling the truth about how much he's getting paid?
Make an insight check.
Can I insight check to know if this kid knows the difference between copper and gold?
Make another
I
insight
just rolled
check.
a 19 on the die for my
19.
insight with a +3. So that's a
22
22.
insight.
I
It doesn't
also got a 22.
Fuck
okay.
yeah. High five.
So Sundial first.
Okay.
Sundial, this child is under a lot of duress.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like he would lie to you in this moment.
Here, calm down.
Mm.
Have a piece of gum, and I shove his stick of gum in his mouth.
Oh no.
Oh, I was saving that. for
Damien.
later.
I just
And,
think that we need to calm down, but yeah.
and Zog,
I use prestidigitation to make the gum taste really fucking good.
he's 12. There is a very good chance that he could be confused, but he seems smart enough at this point in time that you don't doubt his story that he is getting 20 gold.
Okay.
It's just that at this point he's probably used most of it.
Okay. Just seeing the
Or-
20 copper.
Or
like,
he uses
yeah.
or he uses it when he gets it.
Yeah.
So he just keeps
For
enough
someone
like
who's
spare
getting paid
change.
so much, you're oddly broke. You're obviously
I-
not very good
Hey,
at
Da-
stealing.
Damon.
Didn't you hear the part
Didn't-
where I said I use the money to pay for my family's food?
I was just
That's
about
a
to say
lot of
that.
food.
God.
How
It's
big is your family?
17 kids and 3 parents.
Oh my.
So like
And 3 parents.
17 brothers
Yeah.
and sisters?
Yeah, mom, dad, another dad.
Okay, just point us in the
Oh my
direction
God.
of the dude you work for.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Duh. What is
Nice job, Mom. I'm kidding.
what is
What?
his name? What is
What's
the name
his-
of the person that you're working for?
That's the one thing I can't tell you.
I cast
Okay.
command.
What
Oh my god.
It's my
What is
favorite
your
spell that
command?
obey?
he already is obeying. This
No,
is
he's not. He's not
redundant.
telling us the name.
Well,
Okay.
we can
As a
figure it
part of
out.
this command, first of all, he needs to make a save. What is your DC? He
Wisdom
failed
13.
because he got a fit 6 on the die
I
again.
could
So
say
he
this
failed.
could backfire. He could obey Guy and not.
Okay. Okay.
I
He is obeying
cast.
Guy.
I say obey, and then immediately afterwards say, "What's the name of the dude you work for?"
He looks at you for 5 seconds. Out of the 6 that he is supposed to understand the obey command, and he goes, "No."
Okay, guys, my turn. Give me 5 minutes with him.
No, no, no. I haven't even had my 5 minutes. Chill. All right.
Mm.
Kiddo,
It's
what
okay.
is your name?
I was the one thing that I didn't pull up before stream. Hold on one second.
Urban Fliverson.
Name's
Kevin.
Stefan.
Kevin. I like
Louse?
Kevin.
Aus?
No.
Louse.
Louse?
House.
Louse?
No,
Okay.
Louse.
I
Louse.
am
like
pirating
the insect
this is
louse.
house. Nope,
Louse.
like the doctor.
Louse.
Fun
Louse.
fact, did you guys know that the
Louse.
TV show House is actually like a Sherlock Holmes spinoff?
I'm so tired of this.
Like
fun
it's supposed
fact.
to be Sherlock Holmes, but like in medical
Yeah,
form?
yeah. It's
I didn't know
House,
that. It's dope.
Holmes.
Yeah.
He lives at 22 Barker Street.
Mhm,
His
yeah.
best friend is Wilson.
Yeah.
Watson. Yeah.
Dope show.
So, I've got an idea, guys, and this
Louse.
is above board.
Louse.
Hmm?
Threatened to tell his mom.
This person that's paying you,
Mm.
he's only been here for a couple weeks, or has he always lived here?
He showed up like a month ago, I think he told me.
Okay. And did he come through the docks?
I mean, he didn't tell me that part.
Okay.
I only he's very secretive. He doesn't like to talk to me about a lot of things. He just tells me to go get things and then he pays me to get them
So-
after I get them.
Okay.
And then
so
he told me enough as that he got here a month ago and that he needs these materials for his business.
Laos.
And I
Okay.
just
Can you do me a favor?
what's that, lady?
Can you stop stealing for this guy?
Hey,
20 gold is 20 gold.
hey, Laos, can you actually do me a favor?
Does it involve nullifying her favor?
Actually, it might.
What is it, big guy? Big trash guy.
Can you steal one thing and then meet this man but let us follow you?
I could do that, yeah.
So that
Can we
Because-
not
could do that.
steal? Just
because you may not be allowed to tell us his name.
But you can show us.
How much are you offering me for it?
Oh, and
We offer.
We
not
don't
to
kill
tell
wait,
your
give me
mom
one
on
second.
Oh my
dog. Dog.
And
When did
he
you
just,
become
like,
a
in
murderer?
just like a nugget of gold worth probably about like I don't know, like just a nugget size
This is like
amount of
this
gold,
is
like about
one
the
of
size of
this
like
is
a
like
fist.
one
How
of the
much gold do you
two.
actually have?
Donald, this is one of like the 2 that you have left on you, I would say.
Yeah. Well,
'Cause you've been bribing a lot of people recently.
What do you mean? I've been bribing a lot
Before
of
the game, even before the game started, you know, before the
I
timeline
still
our
have-
audience.
Listen,
knows.
I have plenty of gold on me. I'm gonna give him because he gets paid 20 for a piece. So if he takes one piece to him, I'm gonna pay for that piece, plus I'll give another 4 gold just as insurance. So I'll give him.
So
the
you're offering
equivalent
him
of
24 gold
yes,
to steal something and bring it back to him.
yes,
Bring it back to where he works for,
and let us come with him.
and let
Nope.
and let you guys follow him.
Yes,
And
but he will.
he,
Tesla
like,
reaches-
But the
hang on,
thing is that
Tesla re-
I will say,
Mm.
you get this after we meet him, and I will make sure that you get it.
Okay, sure, whatever.
Okay.
Tesla
the
reaches
gold back
into
in my
her
pocket.
bag and pulls out a prototype, a broken, non-functioning prototype of something she's been working on that looks like it might come from the blacksmith, might come from somewhere else. And it's like, here, this is what you're going to give him instead of stealing from that poor blacksmith anymore. And this is how we're going to find who this guy is, because
He like leans down to look at it in your hand
And I
because
grab
he's
him.
still shackled.
Oh,
What? Oh, what? Hold on.
Please,
I'm sorry, wait, what do you do?
What happened? What?
She's doing a Faye thing. I love it.
I release
What
the
it-
spell.
You released the
Molder.
shackles?
forward.
Oh, so he's leaning forward, and
I
then
will
you,
catch him.
and then you see the mold earth kind of like come
Crumble.
off of his hands, and he's just like, whoa, and he like falls forward. Tesla,
I
I
will-
need you to make a dexterity check, just a generalized.
I will
dexterity.
definitely roll to catch him.
I'm right next to Tesla. Can I help?
Not in this case.
Okay.
This happened a little too
Like
fast for you to
instant-
help.
okay.
Yeah.
It's a reflex. That's on the chat. It's 10.
10.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I need to open friggin' D&D Beyond too. Wow, I did not open like 2 of the things that I desperately needed to open. Okay, and there's that's not it. There's the campaign. View the campaign. Go to that character, I guess, and look in that chat. Yep, there it is. Okay, 10.
Rough.
He like leans forward and he like falls, and you're able to just like, whoa, and you like instinctively like grab to put him in like a bear hug so that he doesn't fall immediately.
Right.
But the result of that is that he pivots and like slips out of your grip onto the ground, just kind of onto his butt, and he just like, what? And he like reaches his hand down to rub like the back of the low of his back. He's just like,
Sorry.
I don't understand. I
I'm
don't
sorry.
understand you guys. You guys are freaking weird.
Listen, I don't understand us either. I'm
But
new
he's-
to this, but
He stands up.
Oh, we got to stretch.
Ah, very nice.
oh.
He stands up, and you notice. Those of you with a passive insight of 10 or more, you notice he's not immediately running away,
Yeah.
Nice.
which is a good thing, considering everything that you've been doing to him. And he just puts his hand out, and he's like, "Do you want me to steal something else, or am I just taking this?"
Just
and
that.
This is
taking
the
that
item
thing.
that you're going to take to him.
That's.
And I
So what
know
does that
you
mean
want
about
to
you
keep...
giving me money. And he looks over to you.
I look
somebody.
at him and I'm like, "This is fine. It's for insurance in case that your friend doesn't pay you."
He holds out
beforehand.
another. He holds out another hand.
We
I'm
said
paying
after.
you after.
And I'm not giving
This
you
is.
this
It's in
back.
case
So,
you don't get paid. I'm giving you insurance.
What did you
This
say,
is-
Damon?
I said, and I'm not giving you this back.
It's just a
That's
pouch.
fine.
sure.
One
I don't
coin
think
purse.
he's going to miss it.
Wait, you should at least give him the purse back.
Okay, no. I'm gonna do something. I
You're gonna
So-
make him- You're gonna
Basically,
knit
what
him a
I'm
new
saying is this
purse?
guy is going to be out of business soon. So this is probably going to be the last deal that you're going to make with him.
I give
Or at
him
least
the
he's going to be
pocket
able
of
to pay
holding-
you for.
Not.
He's gonna be out of business soon.
Well, he cannot afford to pay you what he's been paying you, for sure. And
Unless he's an alchemist.
I doubt that. I seriously doubt that.
So I keep the coin purse, but I give him the pocket of holding I stole from Tesla.
What?
Okay.
What?
So you hold it out to him, and Tesla, as you're kind of like talking to him, you've kind of heard what Damon's been talking about, and then he pulls out a pocket of holding that you distinctly recognize coming from your place.
Wait a minute.
And he just like, oh, that looks cool. And then he like grabs it, and it looks, the pocket of holding kind of looks like a wallet. It's like a leather bound like thing. Tesla, you had been working on a bag of holding, and you started with something a little smaller, like a little pocket.
Yeah.
And Damon is handing that pocket to him.
I reach out and grab it.
I like to imagine it has like Tesla Fassbender written on the side of it.
I'm sure it does.
I'll make
I'm
a
sure.
check against that.
You like look on the inside of the pocket, and on the inner
Is it
lip, you
the
see
full
the
name,
initials
or does
TF.
it just say TFB?
No, yeah, it just says TF.
Okay.
And
So-
he's like, "Aw."
Let me see.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah, no, that's mine. Sorry. And
What? I found that.
Then why did he have
No.
it? And he points to Damon.
you did not find anything that was in my location. If it belongs to me, it's mine. You
I
can find
tripped
what you
over
want
it,
out here.
I tripped over it. It looked like it had been discarded.
No, you did not trip over anything. I keep my
Make a
place clean.
deception check. Don't even make a deception check. She already isn't going to believe
That's
you.
good because it was a
Absolutely.
natural one.
Natural one. Yeah,
Me and
you
Sundial are sitting over here
definitely.
like he lying.
Yeah, you definitely don't believe.
Oh my god, I did not just roll a natural 20.
Oh my god!
What a waste.
I was curious and I just, yep.
In this moment
Anyways.
in time, you like look back down at the pocket of holding, and you see
up
like
Damon and
leather
his nose
imprinted
like
fingerprints. Leather imprinted fingerprints. And like as Damon holds his hand up to show you, you see like, yeah.
Perfectly.
That's
yeah.
how Sherlock Holmes leveled this one insignificant
All right,
check just ended
so-
up being.
Kid, do you know where you can go meet your boss?
Wait, am I going to talk to my mom or to talk to the
No,
guy?
we're
I
not
said
doing
your,
the mom
your
thing.
boss. Your
Oh,
boss,
my boss.
buddy.
Yeah, you just, I mean,
You lead the way.
if you want to do this now, then you can just follow me down the tunnel.
All right.
Okay. Oh, it's just down the
Oh.
tunnel more.
Yeah,
Like, are we leaving the tunnel?
yeah.
Just let him lead. Damon,
Just
you keep...
lead the way. We'll be sneaky behind it. We'll be all sneaky. You won't even know
Okay.
we're there. We'll be sneaky.
Got it.
Okay, just as long as you're as sneaky as I am. And he like
All right.
turns and he like starts, and without feeling in too much danger, he just turns and he just starts going like,
I like this kid.
and after pointing out
You
that
got
you needed
fucked.
to be sneaky, and he's just walking ahead of you. You give him about a 60-foot head start or a 40-foot head start because of your
40
compass.
foot, yeah.
And you follow very shortly behind him after that. This goes on for about 30 minutes. If there is any other role play that you want to do in this time, I will allow you to do it.
I am going to approach Damien.
I'm gonna
Alrighty.
Try and pickpocket Quinlan.
Jesus Christ. Okay. These are not happening congruently, I will say.
Yeah.
What are
more
you
than
talking about?
likely.
He can totally do two things at once.
Well,
Hmm.
okay. Well, let's do this. I attempt to pickpocket Quinlan with a 4. So we'll just say Tesla walked up on me and caught
Yeah.
me trying to do it.
And Tesla's like, what you doing? And you're
Excuse you. What you doing over there?
Nothing.
Yeah,
Hi.
exactly. I see that.
Well,
you
this
need
is
to
rub
do
your
hands
hands
to
nothing.
join the
yourself,
Copperfield.
big man.
You need to do nothing.
Back the pocket of holding.
While
I mean,
this is
I
going
found
on,
that.
I'm going to try
Wait,
to
how many
pickpocket
people see
Damon.
this?
What?
I need a marching order for that. I need to know who's going ahead of who's behind
Oh, I
who.
can't do that. I'm in front. Never mind. Yeah, because I'm in front
Okay.
with the light.
All right.
Yeah.
Zog is in front with the light. I would
I'd
the
be
marching
just
order at the
behind.
very least. Yeah. So it sounds like Zog, Quinlan, Damon, Tesla, and then Willow and Sundial are still. No, is Willow still on Zog's shoulders or? Yeah.
She probably just
He
got
hasn't
off.
left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably
Yeah.
just
Willow
doing it,
is
yeah.
Willow
All
is
right.
like. You feel Willow start to take a nap against your head. Zog.
So while
This
we're
is
doing all
fine.
this, who's got like the lowest HP out of all of us?
That would be an
Rob?
Not
answer
me.
that
I
I will
singled
find
and
very
killed the
soon.
bitch.
My guess
The
would be
lowest
Tesla.
health. Damon has the lowest health out of
Oh.
everyone.
Damon?
Oh yeah, I get.
He has the lowest. He has the lowest total and the lowest health because he has the lowest total. All of you
Okay.
are full at this point.
Okay, here's the lowest total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna look
I
at
cast
people's
Spare the
stuff.
Dying on Damon.
God damn. All right. Then
What happens if you
that's
cast
gonna-
that spell on someone who's not dying?
You waste
Do
the
they just
spell.
feel? Well, it's a cantrip. You can do it as much as you want.
All right.
If you cast Spare the Dying on a regular person, like who is not on the edge of dying,
Yeah. What happens to them?
you know the tickle that you have. That who are you casting Spare the Dying on?
Oh, this is just me being stupid. At
If
this
you
point.
cast it on someone, you know how like occasionally you'll have that little tickle in the back of your throat.
Yeah. Okay.
That'll just go away.
Oh, all right. Cool.
I was kind of imagining it's kind of like
Goddamn.
using a defibrillator on someone whose heart's not actually.
That's what
messing.
I was thinking.
It's like
It doesn't. It's
and
not
then it's,
exactly like a
waiting for
reverse
later.
effect. It's not exactly a reverse effect. If you
Alright.
if you cast Spare the Dying on a living person, you don't just instantly kill them. That's not the point.
Okay.
But it gets rid of like the tiniest inconveniences within one's own body, like a tickle in the throat or a little like congestion in the chest, or
Your
Alright.
nose isn't
I
itchy
would-
anymore.
I would
yeah,
like-
your nose doesn't itch anymore. Exactly that level of inconvenience.
So I'm
just goes
casting
away.
aid, and I'm gonna put
Aid?
it on Willow, Zog, and then me.
How long does aid?
8 hours.
Okay,
You
that's how
each
long
get-
it lasts.
Yes, and you all gain 5 temporary HP.
There you go. You may add 5 temporary health points.
So
And as you're walking
the next
along,
8
Tesla
hours.
and
So
Damon.
I am approaching Damon as he's about to try and do nothing. I'm pretty sure that if you continue this, we're gonna have to hold you up at the boat anytime we go anywhere.
Oh no, that won't be necessary. I go where I want.
That's not the issue. We're gonna have to literally tie you up on the boat.
That you won't do that.
I'm afraid we will.
I'm afraid you won't.
Zog in the
It'd be
front.
Who of you not to threaten me?
Zog in
sorry?
the front just
I
shouts
said
back.
It would be who of you not to threaten me?
I'm saying it would behoove you to let us trust you, but you're not being very trustworthy right now.
I do what I want, when it entertains me.
You hear Louse up ahead of you, and he just goes, "Hey, that's funny. I do too."
Shut up and walk.
And he's just like, "Wow, rude." Anyway,
Zog says that and then turns around to everyone and being like, "This kid is such spunk. He reminds me of you."
I'll drop
Well-
the subject.
Yeah. While we're walking, Zog with Quinlan behind him just keeps like turning around, just like, so like, what's your deal? Like, are you like Willow can fly because she's tiny and got wings. Damon's like really stealthy. What do you do?
What do you mean by what do you do?
Like, if someone were to ask you, like, what do you do in life? What would you respond with?
A monk, right?
I'm a devout monk of nature.
Oh. So is that how you were able to kick the dude in the head really hard?
Years of training to be a warrior monk. And
Sweet.
seeing that he's talking about being restrained,
Yeah.
typical air genasi have the wind going around them all the time.
Oh yeah. There's a
He does not.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's so rigid and constrained that it's not.
Do you ever like want to get out of your shell? You know, like loosen up a bit. You're so rigid.
I have people back home that I trust.
I kind of slap him on the shoulder. You gotta loosen up now and then.
Damon, me and you are friends. I won that arm wrestling. We're friends. It's hard to relax around you, buddy.
Indeed.
Why? I'm just
Damon,
a
we
free
all know
spirit.
you stole from Tesla and then just tried to pickpocket Quinlan. You were not sneaky with it. You were very sneaky of a guy, but like we could all just like you look like the Pink Panther, just like towards Quinlan's pocket.
Who's the Pink Panther?
Walk!
Nobody asked you.
It's a
After-
quite.
So after almost killing someone for you, I thought it'd be nice to diffuse the situation with a little humor. Tesla's
Fucking-
bag. Obviously messing up pickpocketing Quinlan.
Fucking
What, you guys
insight
don't
check.
think that, you guys don't think I would be able to act just as ignorant? And I'll make a deception on that.
Yeah.
I'm fucking insight checking.
Yeah.
this
I am
so hard.
too.
All right.
I already know he's full of bullshit.
21.
17, 21.
18 plus 3.
Yeah, Quinlan. 5.
I rolled a 2.
Oh no.
As Damon's saying
in
all
the
this, I'm
moment,
like,
in the moment of having this discussion with him, Damon seems
sincere. Like he
seems sincere enough. Quinlan, he definitely seems sincere to you. You still have your doubts, but like, it's almost like in this moment he has a good point.
Damon, I'm not saying I'm tense around. I'm saying that you're a tense person to be around. And I appreciate you almost killing the Minotaur. Minotaur, right?
Yes.
I appreciate you almost killing the Minotaur for me. I do, and I would do the same for you. All I'm saying is that, like, you are dark and brooding. And I look over at Quinlan, I'm like, and you're really tense as well to be, like, you guys have, like, really serious energy. Well, me and Sundial question things, like,
As he
I don't
says
know.
I'm dark and broody, I'm going to attempt a joke.
Oh boy.
Oh,
So I'm gonna roll to see how good the joke is.
Yeah. Okay.
I was
okay.
just
Hold on.
hoping. I was
Okay.
Wait.
hoping that I just got a drunken monk joke because those are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
14 plus performance 1, so 15. Tell
Not
me how
bad.
good of a joke it can be.
Not a bad joke.
A 15.
It's a decent joke, I
Yeah.
would say.
Okay. I looked up, anticipating this to fail. I looked up 115 of the worst jokes ever. But now I'm just gonna go to the dad jokes subreddit.
Bless you.
Ooh, thank you. I should have
I've
muted
got
myself on that one. My bad.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Go for it.
What did
I'll say with a 15, you would be able to. It would
what
be.
did the druid say to the dryad?
I don't know, Damon.
You're a naughty girl.
I
Sundial
hate
will
that you
go
rolled
to-
a 15 on that because that's a solid 6 joke. Buddy.
Yeah.
You feel.
Sundial
You
will turn
feel
to
the
Zog and be like, "What does that mean?"
It means,
Trees have knots.
Then I
son.
just look at Damon and I just go like, "Please explain."
Yeah, you're on your own
trees
for
are
that one.
wood. They have knots in them.
Okay, but that's not the joke. The joke is the double entendres. What's the other side of the joke, Damon?
Okay, yeah. Well, the druid's trying to get with the dryad.
There you go. Get with means sexual intercourse.
Willow
somehow,
or
'cause I-
druids
Go ahead
wanting
and
to
have the
get
birds
with
and bees
dryads
talk.
very often?
About 10 seconds later, of like awkward silence, you hear ahead of you. Oh! And you hear this laugh echo down the hallway.
So,
When
after
pig flies. And I go back to sleep.
I'd like to just imagine like Willow trying to throw Damon at that point.
Yeah. Oh god.
See, the pig flew.
Oh god.
As,
So-
after the last small thing is just
Yes.
after all that, Zog looks at Quinlan and says, "I really do hope I become somebody you can relax around." I know everyone can be stressful, but I like you, man, and I really hope that you can unwind a bit when we're not in a gross tunnel.
Okay.
Let's just
I
say
can make
that
a deal with you guys. If we're going to be traveling with each other for a while, I promise not to pickpocket you guys anymore.
I don't like how you worded this. I feel like if I have a bag, you're gonna steal it.
Or bad jokes about druids.
Well, I'm sorry, Widow. I forgot you were there.
Willow.
Sorry, Willow.
You're good.
Widow. My whole D&D character
Alright.
is just about the fact that I lost my husband.
This has been a good deal of banter. And I think everyone contributed well enough. Everybody gets 1 inspiration point.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Also, just because we didn't bring it up yet, I gave Willow another inspiration point in chat.
Oh, yeah.
Ah. Well done.
Oh,
Thank
What?
you.
Quinlan, what were you saying?
let's just say that when I let go, bad things can happen.
Zog, I don't know if I can do it on command. This will be up to Dippy. If I can do it on command, I'll have my lightning in my eyes, like when I'm casting powerful spells.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a small little thing. I'll look at Quinlan and I'll go, me too. I feel that. With the
And
lightning course.
In that, yeah, and in that moment, you see like behind his eyes, you just see like a little flash, as if there is a lightning strike behind a storm cloud in his own head.
Yeah. The same thing that happens with Quinlan.
Yeah.
Since the incident.
Mm-hmm.
I love Eludra's comment as to what.
It sounds like Scrappy Doo.
Never fear, Scrappy is here. Oh my god, that's awful. In the last minute, Scrap.
One other thing. Sorry.
Yes, go ahead.
Tesla has prepared her spells, and one of them as alarm. She has decided to put on her bag and anything that is important to her, and have it basically audible protect against what's his face.
Damon.
Sure.
Should work
I
for
was
the next
being 100%
hour.
truthful. As long
Let
as
me
we're
read
traveling together, I
alarm
won't try to
just
steal from
very,
you guys.
very
I can
fast.
read it to you.
No,
I
no, no.
actually
I've
stole
got it here.
that.
I've got it here.
Way back on session 1, while we were still in your shop.
I knew you stole something. I remember
Yeah.
you and Dippy talking, and then you chatted him about something. I'm like, oh, he stole from the shop.
So Sundial's gonna go up to Damon. He's just gonna like look over at you. How tall is Damon, by the way?
6'6",
He's 6'6".
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sundial's
He's a
gonna
foot
stretch
taller
out
than-
and like meet your gaze with like what is his headstone, but like his actual eyes
Yeah.
are like the orb and shit.
Yeah.
But he's just gonna like try
his
to do
cord
that.
goes from like the middle of his body to like the top of his body.
Just like look at him for a second. Let there be silence for a little bit while we walk.
I'm going to make a dex check, because I'm going to be looking directly over at him and just walking straight. Just not blinking.
Just to make sure that you're not tripping
Okay,
over it.
That wasn't bad. That was another 18.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Plus.
You managed to maintain. Yeah.
As this is happening, I'm just like leaned into Quinlan a little bit, being like, is they gonna fucking make out with Sundial? Are they gonna kiss?
The thing that,
Either that
and
or
then
fight.
Sundial just goes, I appreciate that your instinct is to save my friend.
I think they're gonna kiss.
Yeah,
You
this
have
took
my
a
trust,
turn.
but make sure to look for me, because I'm almost always there. Then I walk off.
They may
And
kiss.
there's the threat.
It's a threat.
Wasn't a threat.
It's like the TikTok, and then they kiss.
Say when he says you've earned my trust, you see Damon kind of like a little grin.
Aw.
That made him happy.
Aww.
Also, I would like to pickpocket not Damon in that moment.
Are you kidding me?
Yes. No, I'm not
Okay,
kidding. I'd actually like to pickpocket Damon in that moment.
Make us. Okay, let me go over to your character.
I don't want
fast.
a backseat DM, but like, wouldn't Sundial always have disadvantage on sleight of hand?
No.
seeing that the fact that
That's
your
what
hands
I'm
are
kind
rock?
of like wondering. Hold on. Let me look.
I don't know. He's got magnetic abilities. I
Let
think.
me look at
anything-
Sundial. No.
Using
okay.
magnets
Okay.
as
Okay.
sleight
Okay.
of
Okay.
hand?
Okay. Okay. Hold
I have
on.
like
Hold on.
gravitational pull and shit
There's
like that. So.
listen.
Okay.
The gravitational pull is like an autonomic behavior.
Mhm.
It is only. It's like breathing or your heartbeat. All that. What was that?
I don't know if
That was my
phone
stepbrother Snapchatting me. I'm sorry. I thought I was muted.
Sundial's gravitational pull is an autonomic system. It's like breathing or heartbeat. He can't focus gravitational pull on it unless he tries really, really hard. Like when you're meditating, you concentrate on your own breathing. If Sundial were to meditate, he could concentrate on his own external force.
It's part
and
of
possibly
like the thing that makes him a clockwork. A sorcerer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, for the purposes of sleight of hand, it's odd.
I wanted to distract him with walking and keep his eyes like keep eye contact. And when he was like, "I'm gonna make a dex check," I'm like, "All right, cool. Now you're focusing on something else besides me."
Right.
So
But you did say that you walked away before Damon did.
I was wanting to do it during that moment of when I was talking to him. It was just going to be added into it.
That would change things.
Yeah.
So, what I want you to do.
What
is your sleight of hand? You have
a +2. Well, it's just for fun.
Make it. It's just a straight roll.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give it advantage.
Okay.
I'll say it's a straight roll.
Okay.
Because that normally I would impose disadvantage because of the moment, but it was a good enough moment. It's a straight roll.
Yeah.
Don't drag the metal on the ground. Just keep walking.
Yeah.
Well, that's a 21, my dude.
Oh God. Damon,
what do you got on you?
yeah, what would you have? What would you have in your pocket? That I would say on a 21, Sundial gets to pick.
Can I just look at his character sheet?
Gets to pick one thing out of your pocket out of 3 things that you.
I'm just gonna tell
decide
you this. This would almost never work. I'm just happy that it has at least once.
Yeah. You can pick 3 things, and Sundial
you've got
takes
like
one
almost
of them.
nothing.
Okay, let's go.
I will give you this as a freebie. You do have the pouch that you stole from the kid.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've always kind of, as a rule of thumb, always my front pocket would be where I keep my money, so I could feel a hand going in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's me in real life. As a thief, I would think I'd be a little bit more careful than that. So I won't say that, but I'll say the kid's pocket of copper.
Dippy, I'm gonna message you what I took.
Okay. Wait, did you just look at Damon's inventory?
Yeah. I hope that's not too much metagaming, but
Let me look at what you messaged me, and let me see what he's about to say, and I'll see what the.
I would have my my ball bearings pretty readily available because I've thrown them at people.
Mhm.
Grab his balls.
And all my thieves' tools would also be readily available.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right.
Just 1 second. How are you guys doing, by the way?
Doing okay, I guess.
I've been up since 4 a.m.
Oh no.
God,
fucking
man.
powering through.
Do you have some like energy drinks and stuff like that?
Yep.
I had Megan bring me one because I've been up since ass crack of dawn too.
Oh God.
I wish I had someone to bring me one. Peaches, go get me a monster. Go. Go. Don't just stare at me. I know you can hear me.
Okay, we're good. As the moment is allowed to pass, Louse turns around to you in the last minute of the tunnel And up ahead of you, you see like a brighter like light source coming from what you assume to be the end of the tunnel and a set of stairs. And he like turns to you as the group kind of like catches up. He allows you to catch up to him. And then he just looks to you and he goes, okay, I brought you here, but you can't meet the guy until we go in.
We'll wait till you're gone.
You don't meet him until you go in, and it might be a little bit before you get to where he is. So if you want to meet him but not be seen by anybody else, you really do have to be stealthy and quiet. And I can do what I can, but you just have to watch where I go and see if you can end up in the same place. Okay. Now. And he like turns around and starts to walk up the stairs. And at the top of the stairs, whether you are following up or you're waiting for him to go up, giving him a bit of a head start, you hear him go, I'm back! And he just like, you just hear him as he takes a couple of footsteps. Oh, that's cool. But you just, for a couple of seconds, you give him a head start. And now we are going to go into a group competition of stealth checks.
Yeah.
So here's how this is going to work. You are all going to make a stealth check at some point. But only one of you has to do the check at a time because you will have to do it a grand total number of times equal to the number of players. So you can either... Each person is going to have to do at least one stealth check.
Mm-hmm.
Another person can do another stealth check as help for a different person. But each person's going to have to do at least one stealth check. But the stealth check that one person gets in this situation will just count as an overarching guide number for me to do my magic.
Do we want to go from least stealthy to most stealthy, or most stealthy to least stealthy?
That is up to y'all.
Most to least.
Not to metagame, but I have -1 and disadvantage.
Oh, God.
But I just rolled.
Thank you for the follow.
Allie is back 01. Thank you.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
So, I will allow you to, if you want to share information about yourself, you can, but if you're sharing information about other people's characters, it's like, hey, how come he gets to go last because he has yada da da da. No.
Well, let's say this.
Why don't we just roll d6s and see who goes first?
I got a +7, so I can assist Zog in stealthying.
There you go. So, between yourselves, I will allow you to pick who goes first.
Let's go most.
Wow.
Let's go most to least, because I don't think I'm definitely not most.
I'll do rock paper scissors. I'll do rock because that's just what I am.
Does that mean that Eric Genasi is paper?
Spock.
Okay, so I'll go first.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Go for it.
+7. Who's got higher than a +7?
Me.
That's a funny joke.
Funny.
I'm the rogue. I already know I'm the most stealthy.
Okay. Damon, you may go ahead.
Opt out. 24.
24. All right. Overarchedly, you managed to show the group up the stairs quietly, and the rest of you follow suit.
This is the new sneak and squeak.
And it's going to involve the same two people, isn't it? Because I'm going to ask you to roll, and you're going to roll like shit.
Hey,
I'm not saying that. I'm not jinxing that. Sorry.
You never know.
But as you get to the top of the stairs.
Damon would have said that this is his special. So before he went, guys, this is my specialty. If any of you need help, just ask. I will get you through this.
Okay.
And then
So with a 24, you guide everyone up the stairs to a door, an upright door, not a cellar door. And as you kind of you look inside, and you see a rather large-looking warehouse. It looks almost like a hangar of sorts, like an airplane hangar, but you don't see anything of that sort stored here. It's just that big of a building. You see that inside there are a lot of like scrap cubes and machinery and bits and bobs, odds and ends. Stuff that you would expect to find in a warehouse. Tool sets, yada, 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 the whole shebang. And in this warehouse, you see...
Drum roll, please.
Leave it up to chance. Leave it up to chance. Not great. I rolled a d8 and got a 6. There are 6 people scattered throughout this vicinity that you can see. But none of them are on that high of alert. I mean, only one of them is still looking at Louse because Louse just loudly announced himself to the group. But that's just
Louse. Is Louse part of the 6?
Keeping it real.
I'll
say it is. I'll say it is. Yeah, okay. I'll say it is. Counting Louse, you see 6 people, but none of them are on high alert right now. They are on a system that I watched in a TikTok and am now going to use for the first time. They are on 1 awareness. Ooh. And a 24 does not increase that. So, as you all
we watched Damon go.
So, as you all get to the top of the stairs and you notice some shelves and units and just things that you can start hiding behind to sneak through the place, I need my next stealth check, please. Don't care who it is, just I need one.
Who would follow, like fuck the numbers, just who would follow Damon?
In the marching order, it would either be Zog, Quinlan, or Tesla next.
Zog's gonna look at Tesla and Quinlan and just be like, either you want to go or you want me to go.
I will attempt to go next.
Okay. Go for it.
And it is stealth.
Because of the 24, the DC has not increased. Yeah. It is the same. It is the same as it was previously. Uh-oh.
You have inspiration.
You do have an inspiration point?
I do have inspiration. I think I will try again.
Okay. Yeah, maybe.
Not much better, but it is better.
Still a little better.
Hell, I have 3, so I'm going to use 1 more.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
Maybe this is better.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'll just take the last one.
Maybe save your last one.
So that's
I'll let you take the 6.
I had 3 inspiration. I'm down to 1.
My god. So as you're like, yeah, okay. You turn and you immediately hear like get knocked off of the shelf as Tesla like turns and accidentally like knocks a vase to the ground. You see Louse up ahead of you like turn and look at you like, and then like turn back and just be like, a couple of the people around you, like you hear them go, you see 2 of them standing next to each other. It looks like a half-orc and a radioactive human. And they look at each other and they're like, hey, did you hear that? And no, what are you talking about? You hear things all the time in this stupid place. Just get back to, just focus on this. And he's like, oh, right, sorry. Now we are on 2 awareness. The DC has increased. But you are still not caught.
Quinlan, do you think you can help her be a little more quiet?
You do make forward progression in this moment. It's just been harder because of that.
Made some noise.
Yeah. Quinlan.
All right.
If Quinlan wants to go, that's just Zog doing Zog.
Yeah.
That is a 15.
Ooh.
19 total.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You have beat the awareness 2 DC, so you are good. You kind of like look over to Tesla and like as you move forward a little bit. As you move forward a little bit, you come to another like set of you come to like a pegboard on a freestanding wall, and you just like keep people from like running into it because you notice that all of the tools are hung not against the wall but on the pegs that stick out of the wall. They're hanging loose.
Sounds
Probably
like
for a good
whoosh of
reason.
air going by.
Yeah, and you just like keep them, you just lead them past very easily and gently, and Laos kind of looks over his shoulder a little bit and just to see how you're doing, and he got a natural 20, so he's gonna look and he's gonna be like, you like see him throw up a little like thumbs up behind him as he walks, and you are good. The awareness has not gone down, but it has not changed. So that is 3 out of our 6. Did I say 7 before? I meant 6.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Son or Willow?
I counted myself. What am I saying?
We knew.
Okay.
Son or Willow? Which one are y'all going?
Is there water within this area, or is it just like a dry warehouse?
It looks mostly dry.
Okay.
You feel like there would be like a general... You feel like there would be a general moisture in the air just because of like... The only moisture that you can really see, if you could even see it at this point, would be people's like sweat. Or the dunking pools... you see like what could look like a dunking pool for like an armory or a forge, but those are not filled with water, they're filled with oil. So
all right, I'm trying to determine a few things, whether or not I might want to do something.
Willow, would you like to make the check next in that case?
No.
Sure.
Oh boy.
Could I also have help?
Yeah.
My dice rolls. I need it.
If you are asking for help, there will be a small increase to the DC. Just a small one.
Okay, then I'll just roll then. We'll see what happens.
See what happens.
You do have inspiration
I
at
got
the
a
very
26
least.
to help.
Well, it's fine. I rolled a 19 plus a 1, so dirty 20. So
Wow.
that never happens.
Well, I hope
Very
you didn't
nice.
just waste the good roll when Zog needs it in a couple of rounds.
Right?
I'll be fine.
So as you kind of like are you realize that your flying is mostly silent? Like mostly. It does make a little bit of noise as you're kind of like flittering around, but then you like look around the corner of one of the stops and you see another person just waiting right there. And he's not facing you directly, but as you see him, you're just like, and you like stop flying for just a moment, and then you're just like, and you gesture, which allows everyone else to very quietly sneak past with the prior knowledge. That is 4 successes. No, that is 3 successes and 1 failure. Sorry.
Yeah, way to go, Tesla.
All right, Sundial, I want you to go ahead of me.
You see Laos walking up what looks like a gantry staircase, what looks like a metal scaffolding staircase up to what appears to be an office not attached to the floor, but attached to the roof. It seems to be hanging from the roof or attached by the walls to the roof. There's minimal support structures underneath it to make sure it doesn't just come crashing down if something were to happen, but most of the weight is being borne by the roof, not the floor.
So it's like hanging, it's like a swinging jungle structure then.
Not swinging, rigid, but...
Like the restaurant up on top of the Memphis Pyramid?
Yes.
Nice.
Almost exactly like that, actually.
Interesting. All right.
And you know that your next 2 checks are going to involve getting to the staircase and going up the staircase. So,
Sundial, you got this.
Yeah. And I'm going to do my stealth stuff, I guess. All right.
All right, Sundial.
Hey, bud. You got some markers on your hands?
Oh, I could have cast bless on all y'all before this.
Oops. I think I'm good with a 16.
16.
Yep. Okay.
No, stop.
Because the awareness is on 2, 16 does not pass.
Then can I use my inspiration to re-roll?
If you want to, that's your choice.
Does a 17 do it? Got one higher. I got a 14 and a 15. I have a +2 my stealth.
I am not shitting you. I decided to leave it up to a roll because that is the DC to see if the awareness increased. And I rolled a natural 20.
Oh no.
Is that good or bad?
So as Sundial is walking
I don't know.
towards the staircase, you get a great idea. Why don't you just kind of ball yourself up, shrink yourself down so that you have a smaller profile?
Mm-hmm.
That's a great idea, right? And then you start to like sneak over to the staircase and you realize that because your form is more compact, you make a little bit of a jangling noise as you walk. And it's in this moment that you kind of like towards the front of you see it's enough that Louse notices.
We got
and
a
it's
hydrate,
also,
by the way.
Oh,
and
did
I
we?
finished my drink.
Oh,
I got a little bit
I
left.
just did.
Beautiful. It's enough that Louse notices, and it's also enough that you hear off to the side of you, man, I swear to God, it looks like it's fucking walking. And you look over and you see another pair of people standing next to each other. And one of them is looking right at you, and the other one is looking the opposite direction. But the guy next to him, the guy who's not looking at you, the guy focused on his work, grabs the other guy by the shoulder and he's like, dude, you have really got to stop doing those fucking shrooms that guy gave you. You are losing your fucking marbles. And he turns him around and says, focus. You are on awareness level 3. The last DC is higher.
Ooh.
The rest of you are not caught
Okay.
by that guy, but everyone is more suspicious.
Okay.
And on a 3, the DC, like I said, the DC is higher. So the last DC is to go up the stairs with minimal notice. The
You really
DC
made
will
it hard
be-
for you, Zog.
the last DC will be even higher if you ask for someone's help.
I'm not asking for anyone's help.
Oh my God.
And I just look. I don't like looking at the numbers in D&D. I did what Zog would have done and made sure everyone was fine before I did my shit.
Right.
So, am I allowed to know the DC?
No.
I will say, on an awareness level 3, the DC is supposed to be 19. Because it was 15 to start, and awareness level 2 went up to a 17, and awareness level 3 goes up to a 19. And if I remember correctly, you said you had a -1.
Yeah.
What you can do, and I did lay this out in our house rules, you can nullify the disadvantage of your stealth check with an inspiration point, but you can't use another one to re-roll it if it sucks.
Okay, I'm going to do that. Do I have enough time to cast Bless on myself? while all
Sure.
this is going on. Yeah.
Sure.
All right, then just
Does
I'm gonna
bless
be-
have a verbal component?
I was.
Is it? Yes.
Make a sleight of hand check before you make your stealth check to see if you can whisper it.
Okay.
And could I spend an inspiration point to give him advantage, seeing that he's nervous? Just kind of a.
I was
Yeah.
also thinking.
I will allow that.
With Damon as sneaky as he is, would he know how not sneaky Zog is?
Probably not, if I'm being honest. Zog is
Not,
very boastful.
you don't
about
know each
himself.
other that well yet. I would say if you knew each other a little bit better, like if you'd been traveling a little bit longer, then you would.
I was
But
gonna say to
If we had
save his
taken a
own,
long
to
rest.
save his own skin and who he's traveling with, Damon would help if you thought that. But since he doesn't know,
so if Damon helps, which would have given you advantage, but Quinlan has already used an inspiration point to
Yeah.
give you advantage.
So, I have bless on myself.
You have bless, you have advantage, and you have used your own inspiration point to unimpose disadvantage.
So, I
Drum roll,
need-
please, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually, we'll do this in D&D Beyond so y'all can see it.
yeah, that would
So-
be even better.
We have advantage, so that's going to be 2 d20s. It's not impossible. I rolled a 19. -1 is 18. And the DC's D19,
Is
right? So
19.
D4 for bless.
You're gonna get it.
roll four,
You're
you
gonna
did
get
it.
it. You got it. Oh my fucking god!
With a
Look
23.
at those fucking eyes!
A 23! Yeah!
Thank you, go Panzilla for the
Golf
follow.
claps. Zog. You pull within you all of your strength, all of your will, just into one singular moment. Your inspiration point you call out, you and your casting of bless intertwine to make sure that you call out to your deity. I do not have it written down here.
Umbrella.
Yeah, Umberly. Yeah,
Umberly.
umbrella.
Umbrella.
Ella, Ella, Ella.
She protects me from the rain. She is my umbrella.
Oh my god. Thank you for the follow, sweet and
Thank
Sugar
you for
Bear.
the follow.
Thank you. Oh God, Umberly and Umbrella. Fucking sister.
That song's written about Shia LaBeouf, and it makes me uncomfortable knowing that information.
Shut up. So, with a 23, you call upon Umberly, and you hear within your own mind, "You got this." And then you look over to Quinlan, and Quinlan gives you his signature thumbs up.
Oh yes, that's what I imagine the very serious monk of the group doing for me.
Just
the
a little-
whole Fonz. Ayy.
Yeah.
I not to insert too much story into someone's character. I like to
course.
imagine because Quinlan also has that little bit of spark in him of that's what I see that gives me the inspiration of I also
yeah.
see his storm and it's
Oh, yeah.
kind of a link moment of our storms are together.
Definitely. And as you do that, you just light as a feather, just
As, as
all the
smooth
way
as a
up the
wave.
gantry. Yeah, smooth as a wave, light as a feather, pounce up this gantry staircase, no problem. And then when you reach the top, you hold on to the metal. You hold on to the metal of the staircase, which dampens the noise for everybody else to walk up. And as Louse is already waiting for you at the top, as you get there, and he's like, "You did good. Well done. Now, he'll be in his office." And
It's that office?
the rest of it's the one connected to this. And
Oh, okay.
he you look, and all of your friends start to sneak their way up the stairs. Damon, you kind of keep a backhand against Sundial or Tesla, your choice, to make sure that they're not fumbling too much.
Do not fumble.
But you have successfully made your way through.
We did it, y'all.
And
we made it through a warehouse.
There is no reason I should have been able to make that.
There
What are
is
you talking
no
about? You
reason
did
at
it
all.
all within the
miracle.
rules.
I love that you were able to do that. Well done. A lot of inspiration points were spent there, but you did it. Well done.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
It was.
So, as Laos approaches the door to this reception office, as you would believe it to be, since this is the office before the head man's office, the head lady's office, whatever he happens to be, whatever they happen to be, you already know in the context of the session 0 and above table. But you get to the reception's office, and as he begins to creak open the door, we're gonna go to break.
Yeah.
So we'll be back. We'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. Stick around because there's going to be more after the break. For those of you listening on the podcast, this is the end of part 1. Thank you so much for listening. Come back next week to find out the exciting conclusion to this part of the story. And we'll see you later.
Love you, boo boo.
And for the stream, we'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah.
Bye.
We'll be right back. Bye.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back.
Really?
You have a good break?
This
You
is
have a
my
good break? You have a good
biggest
sleep? Wow.
fucking pet peeve.
Who did that?
Here's the good
Come
news.
on.
I don't think that was actually on record or live because I was just unmuting you guys during that moment. So-
Come on, fess up.
Aw.
Unbelievable. Well,
I don't know
welcome
who
back,
you are.
everybody. If you're listening on the podcast, welcome to part 2. If you want to see what was happening in part 1, go back and listen to the last one, you doofus, or just watch the VOD on YouTube. I would argue it's better. What?
Call our fans
Audio listeners.
doofuses?
Audio listeners, love you to death. You know I play in jest.
I know.
Okay. So we just got into the reception's office. On the inside, I have a vibe for you to check and see if you if you get it. You walk into like a mechanic's office, into a mechanic's shop in like backwoods rural areas of whatever state you grew up in, and there's just like paperwork covered in like boot tracks and grime and soot and like just machine oil and parts and grits and grease everywhere on like the little shelves and the furniture, and there's like a rolling desk chair that has definitely seen better days. It's chewed up, it's like torn, the upholstery is coming apart. There's a metal desk, and where there would be a computer, there's just a little box, you know, box full of ingoing, outgoing, for parts requests. This is just a dirtier, more like out of the way backwoods version of what Tesla's office looked like. And you can tell it's in disarray. And Laos is just standing in there. You see like that all of the walls have like hip height windows. Hip height being like bottom of the window's hip height, and it goes up to the rest of the way. All around, so that he can monitor his place when anyone is in here. But like keeping below that eye line, you feel like nobody necessarily knows you're up here right now, but they're about to. Laos kind of looks around and is like,
So,
okay, there's 2 ways that I can do this. I could either
Easy
go
way
in.
or the hard way.
I could either go in and I could give you to the no. He just turned into the Godfather. I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
I don't like the realization that Scrappy Doo and the Godfather aren't that dissimilar in voices.
I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Oh my god.
So is.
He says, we can do this one of 2 ways. I can either go in, give him the thing that you gave me, and then tell him that he has someone here to see him, and you just pounce in and you're like, hi, I gotcha. Or I don't go in at all. I knock on the door and let you go in.
Why don't you get your money?
Yeah, you brought us to where we're going. He's in that office?
He should be right behind that door.
Go get your bag, King.
All right.
What'd he say?
I said, go get your bag, King.
And he just like looks at y'all and he's like, I appreciate that. Hey, what is this thing anyway? What did you hand him? It was a broken prototype of something.
You're just scrap, yeah.
It's just
basically
a little thing.
It's just it's not even in my inventory. It's just some kind of piece of something she was
It was
working
just
on.
a little. It was just a little doodad you were tinkering on.
Right. I am going to have my clockwork go over and fetch some papers.
Ah, your little homunculus.
Yes.
Awesome.
Which I don't know, maybe is in the form of a squirrel or something that can climb and then be undetected and just bring me some paperwork to read.
And he just like grabs like 2 papers in his mouth, and they're like sticking out of the sides of his mouth like a big mustache. Yes.
Can I, real quick?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know if this would be metagaming. because I don't know if Sundial would have gotten this idea if he didn't see Tesla do it.
Okay, over table.
So, if Sundial would have seen Tesla cast alarm on her stuff.
Oh, I meant to give a ruling on that earlier. Alarm works on a door, a window, or an area. It does not work on an object.
Okay,
I would
cool.
say.
Dang it. I was hoping like
sorry.
a wallet would be one of those things.
Yeah.
Is a wallet a door? It has a hinge. And
Okay.
I mean, if you
and-
want to go really, really technical
mind.
with it, I suppose if you had like a messenger bag or like a little like carrier bag on you,
Okay.
that was the bag you were talking about.
Yes.
The flap that opens and closes on it would be a door.
Oh, this
Okay.
makes me
But it has
reevaluate if
pockets
there
on the
were
outside. It like there's it's not you would get an alarm every time your bag opened. If that's
No,
the kind of bag that you had.
Because you can set it to allow certain people in. So it would be I can have an alarm. It gets the details are I can set it to allow certain people in and out. So like if it was like a fortress of some sort, I could have an alarm on the door and it could allow the party in and out, but no one else.
You designate creatures that won't set off the alarm. There you go. Perfect.
So
all right. Cool. Who are you designating? Or no, who would set off the alarm at this point? Anyone other than your group?
Damon
anyone
would set off the alarm.
Damon would set off the
alarm.
Okay.
That's it. That's the only person she was trying to keep out.
Right.
No, she would keep out the new people. So Zog and Sundial would be the only two who would actually be able to have access to it besides herself.
There you go.
This is a fairly new group. It's not 100%, tested.
Understood. So, with that in mind, Dono, what were you going to do earlier?
One, did Sundial see that? You do that.
Yes, because it's all the components: visual, sonomic, and
Okay. Sundial has an idea.
Yes.
Basically, with the item, he wants to put alarm on it, so we know without having to go into the room, or put it in a bag and put the alarm on the bag. So without us having to go into the room, when the individual goes to grab it, we can be like, okay, he has it, and go.
Or no, I get what you mean, but that's a little bit too complicated for what you're about to do.
Yeah, I'm
trust
just
me,
is this too much for my character? Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting there.
Plus, we established that it's sorry.
No, you're good. No, you go.
I was gonna say we established that it wouldn't follow the door component.
Yeah. On like a drawstring, which most of the leather pouches and bags and everything would be, alarm doesn't work on it. On a messenger bag, like something that with a flap that opens and closes, or if you had a bag with a zipper, that would also not work with alarm. It would have to be something where something physically opens.
Do zippers
and
exist?
Closes. They can if someone invented them. Let me see. Let me roll for zippers existing. Nope, they don't. Sorry.
Damn it.
I'm going to. Damn.
Tesla, get on that.
Yes.
Think
Invent
zip.
zippers. Oh shit! I didn't write down any of the fucking notes. Hold on.
This has been a lot
They're
of fun.
called Teslas.
Zog
not
is going
zippers.
to kick down the office door now.
Okay.
Oh god.
Wait, has the kid gone in there yet? Yes.
No.
Hold on.
No?
Hold on.
He told me
wait.
what door the guy was in.
Okay. Wait. Hold on.
But
Too much
Tesla
happening.
also said kid needs to get his money. We agreed he's
And
going to get his money.
Sundial has the money.
No.
No.
But from the
I
dude
only
too.
pay him in case he doesn't get the bag.
Dog is
Okay.
kicking down the door.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Hold on. We're backing up just a little bit because we were doing over table stuff. In the moment that we are sitting in right now.
Damn it.
Like 3 of the people of the party have told the kid to go in and get the money, and Zog is just going to kick down the door.
Yeah. I want the kid behind me. I want to kick down the door, Zog enters, and then the kid enters right behind me.
If you're
Damon's
passing
gonna-
by the kid's going to attempt to put a hand on your arm and be like, "What are you doing?"
He's 12. I'm a grown-ass adult. Do I even have to roll for this?
Probably
Damon's
not.
gonna
It was
prepare
more for the
Jim's
moment of.
magic missile.
I don't know. Have him roll for persuasion.
God.
What with magic missile and what with persuasion? What?
Child.
As I see Zog moving toward the door, I'm going to prepare to cast Jim's magic missile.
Prepare to cast magic missile. Okay. Okay, Zog.
Hey, kid.
I want you to do one thing for me.
Yes.
I want you to roll a strength check to see how if you can kick down the door.
Sounds good.
Can I ask the kid really quick? What does this person look like?
The only thing he would get out before Zog attempts to kick down the door is like, well, he's kind of skinny and.
I rolled a 7.
7. Move out of the way, kid. Punk. Ow!
Hey! Thank you for the gifted sub.
You start hopping around on one foot, and your foot just like stings.
Yeah.
You feel like you stubbed
this motherfucker for so long. Oh.
You feel like you stubbed like 3 of your toes because that's exactly what you just did. And and on the other side of the door, you hear what the.
Anyway, I go back to the kid.
Thank you, Primal Goddess, for the gifted subs.
Thank you
for the gifted subs.
Yeah, gifted sub. Yeah,
gifted sub.
Woohoo!
Wences, enjoy the sub.
Yep.
All right.
I turned back to the kid. Continue the description.
and he's gonna be really mad in just like 2 seconds. Go, just get over there. And he like points to a corner of the room where you can like hide.
Okay.
I'm standing in front of the door. Just. Ow.
I run over and I grab Zog on his grab of his shirt and I try to pull him over into the corner where the kid pointed at.
Nope.
Okay, Zog,
I mean, I'll roll for it.
Yeah, this would be a grapple. This would be a grapple first. So, Tesla, make a athletics check. Zog, you can make athletics or acrobatics.
Is everyone else going to hide too?
Should I?
assume so.
Should I do mine with
I'm going to assist Tesla in grabbing Zog.
Damon's going to assist grabbing Zog.
Okay, so what does that do? Give me advantage?
You get advantage, yes.
Okay.
Should I do mine with disadvantage because I'm on 1 foot?
Yeah, you were hopping around on 1 foot. Yeah.
I only rolled 1 better, which ends up being a 9.
14?
Yeah.
You kind of like reach back, grab for the back of the neck, and Damon, you kind of like start sweeping around to the other side to get him too. And Zog is just able to like knock both of you away. And you look down to the kid. The kid is looking at you very nervously. He's just like,
I am tired of hunting for this dude. And as like we're outside the door, I'm yelling like, sir, we want to talk to you. Or ma'am, I don't know who's behind the door.
Did Zog just become a Karen?
Huh?
Tesla is hiding. Tesla's hiding.
Everybody else kind of goes into the corner.
It's not we, it's only I.
Yeah. Oh, wait. And it just like Louse kind of stands next to you and speaks up a bit, and he's just like,
because there's 2 of us.
Louse stands next to you and he just kind of looks to the door and he's just like, this guy just came barging in. I tried to stop him. And he just like looks up to you and it's just like, gives you a thumbs up and then runs. Louse is
Why are you having a 12-year-old be your bodyguard? Come out here and talk to me like a man. Or
because he's not my bodyguard. What are you even doing here?
Looking for you.
And you hear him like, well, I'm busy. Go away.
I got a good amount of gold that says otherwise.
We'll get back to pin as as you hear him speaking, Tesla.
Yeah.
And Zog and Sundial.
Mm-hmm.
This voice sounds familiar.
I was just about to ask that. Yeah.
It sounds awfully familiar to you. And then you mentioned money. And then he's like, but money? How much money you got on you?
Let's see. Do I have to lie? How much money do I have on me?
Do I have a second to look at the papers that my Squirrel don't.
Squirrel brings you back the papers. One of them looks like an invoice at the top.
Can I pet the squirrel?
You see, paid to the order of the Brass Lavender Scrapyards. CEO.
Can I?
Hold on. Pay to the order of the Brass Lavender Scrapyards. Pay to the order of. I had his name written down here somewhere.
Guy Studley.
Yeah, Guy Studley. Yeah, pay to the order of CEO Guy Studley. And it looks like that he's ordering parts for new machinery. And then the other thing looks like a handwritten note that says, new idea. Make brooches out of chromatic metal. Sell to wedding guests. And it's in handwriting that also looks very familiar to you. And he's just, how much money do you
have? As he asked me that, is it possible for me to hold Sundial's core without everything around it, or does it not exit the gravitation?
That's a bad question to ask when Sundial is currently not here.
Can I hold a mini sun in my hand?
Can I hold?
I'm gonna guess no. Now that I think about it a little bit more.
I'm gonna say tentatively that's a no. Part of that does come down to Sundial's willingness and consent. But it's gonna be hard.
I'm going to hold out a pouch and just jingle it and hand it to Zog.
I got like 20, 30 gold. I don't know. When you got this much, you don't need to count it.
And I hand him the bag with the 20 copper pieces in it.
Sure. And he's just like, make a persuasion check.
Can I do any other check to figure out where I know this voice from? Because I can do
it would be a history check.
Natural 20 on persuasion.
Natural.
Nice.
And then history. Oh, 18 on history.
18. This guy sounds like one of your previous passengers.
Yeah.
He sounds like a passenger that you knew a long time ago. Not too long ago, but you knew him for a while and he stuck around for a while. And then he got on.
Yeah.
I would like to have my squirrel go look for something important, to see if there was any kind of approval or denial of business license or something, because there's got to be something that, or pending, some blackmail shit.
Some blackmail shit. Okay. Define important to your squirrel with an intelligence check.
With a what intelligence?
With an intelligence check to define important to your squirrel.
God, I don't
just
even know.
As you've explained it to me to see if your homunculus understands. Because at the moment he's just gonna pick up, the first couple of things.
Wait,
he's
so
a
I have
squirrel.
to tell him? No, he's not a squirrel. He's a homunculus. He's in the shape of a squirrel.
Yeah.
He's smart enough. So, what? I gotta roll for it, or?
Oh, it would be an easier DC.
It would be a what?
Easier DC. It wouldn't be like a 15. It would be like a 5.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess I'll roll for it.
Yeah.
I got 16.
16. Yeah, perfectly easy enough. And he just kind of looks at you and he's like, I can't make squirrel noises.
My wife burnt some popcorn.
And he just chitters at you and he's just and then goes and scampers off. And you hear a little bit of a creak of a drawer open and you hear him rooting around.
Cool.
And so with the 20 persuasion, he kind of there's a moment of silence. And then he just you hear footsteps. And then you hear and you see the door just open just a crack to look out at you. And you lock eyes. And you recognize him. and he recognizes you.
Oh my God, Guy!
Zog?
Congrats on the wedding! Oh my God, I thought it was gonna be like some douchebag that was hiring 12-year-olds to kill shit. I like you. Fuck, come here. And I go to give him a hug.
He immediately slams the door in your face.
Hey!
You just like,
we were friends.
Dude, why the fuck are you here? He
Because-
speaks through the door.
Because somebody was having a 12-year-old steal things, and then I don't know, one thing led to another. I fully don't understand the circumstances that led me here, but I got put on a mission. And now I'm here.
Dude.
Yeah. Yes.
That douchebag is me. You
And
need
that's-
to get out of my business right now.
No, I want. Wait, am I still invited to the wedding?
I mean, you hear a heavy sigh of just. You just can't. Zog, and you hear him like open the door again and like grab for your collar to pull you inside. Are you letting him?
Yeah.
So you just see. So as you're hiding in the corner, you watch the door kind of open a bit more. A hand grabs Zog and pull him in and close the door.
So, interesting tidbit. I never said I went and hid. I was standing there right next to him. Can I try and put my boot in the door?
Okay. I can say that for the flavor of it, there was like a little gap. Like you would be on the other side of the door where the door opens a crack. He would have to poke his head out to go around the corner you were standing next to. If you want to do that, he is slamming the door. So I will say, what's your armor class?
14.
Yeah, I rolled a 19 on the die, so that's gonna deal some damage.
Okay.
How much damage would a door do? I'll call it a D3, a D4. Okay.
A D door.
A D door. So he goes to slam. You manage to like sneak your foot around to hold it in the door, and it just like crunches into your foot. You take 1 damage, and you just have to like. You see just a little tear just roll down the face. That was really painful. But the door doesn't like shoot back open either. You managed to like make it look like he did close it. And standing there in full view of you now, Zog, you see Guy Studley, who has previously been a passenger on your boat. He is now wearing what looks like mechanic's overalls. He has smudge grease all over his face. His beautiful, supple face. The pores that he had before are now clogged with dirt and grime. And he just like, he looks like he's been working really hard, which is almost attractive in and of itself.
Hi, you're looking good. What have you been up to?
Zog.
Yeah.
Look around you. This is what the fuck I've been up to.
Okay.
Look. You have to promise me one thing right now.
Okay.
You cannot tell Tesla about this.
I promise.
I kind of, at hearing that, I kind of wave at the group to come over.
Okay. Walks over right away.
What's going on?
Look.
Yeah.
I found a way out, the quickest way that you could make money in this shithole, Zog. You know, you think you make a lot by ferrying people around. Well, check this out.
No, I don't. I just have fun.
You know what? You have a fair point. Listen, come over here. And he brings you over and he gestures you over and he opens up like a drawer in like a chest of drawers. And you see lining this drawer is what looks like a chemist's set. It looks like it's full of like liquids and jars and like bottles and of just liquids. And some of them are smoking and bubbling, and he's like, wait, and he closes that drawer, and then he opens the drawer below it, and it looks like it is full of gold.
My guy, are you an alchemist?
Look, I figured out that if you bring some of the metals in from the environment around you, you're going to make. If you bring some metals in from the environment around you and you put them through a very specific process, you can make it look like gold. It's not gold, it's fucking worthless. But it looks like it, and as long as I can fucking sell it like that, get to make as much money as I fucking want to, Zog. You want money? I can give you this fucking pure golden sword. And he pulls out from behind him a short sword that looks like it is made of gold. And as long as you fucking pretend like it is, nobody will know the fucking difference. I have been living paycheck to paycheck here, and now I have a way that I can just get away from it all.
Why do you
But
need
it's... By the way, I need everybody on the outside of the door to make a perception check to see how much of this they're actually hearing. I will say that you can do it with advantage. Natural 20.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Oh my god.
No joke. Natural 20.
21.
I got a 7.
7?
Yeah, I'm more intent.
2 natural
on
20s
finding...
overcomes a 7. I'll say. So,
17.
Yeah, all of you, for the foreseeable future, so I don't have to keep going back and forth, everything that will parse out over the rest of this conversation, you will be able to hear.
Can I, so just for flavor wise, can like Sundial just like put his hand, form it into the door, and then like make a cone that basically just makes like a speaker that everyone can hear
like
on
a
the
fucking
outside.
stethoscope,
Yeah.
like a little, yeah. So you,
Like
and so like
you
everybody
put
else
a-
just
you
hears
put
it.
a cup to the door. You put a cup to the door, and you put a cup facing out, and you faintly hear a clearer version of everything that's going on the inside of the door.
Yeah.
Because
No,
that's
that
what
was
2
friggin'
natural
brilliant.
20s does for you. So I will let the
I-
rest of this conversation play out thusly. Look,
why?
Zog,
Yeah.
Zog, look at
Yeah.
me. Look at
I
me.
know. Yes. No, we.
You're gonna come to the wedding, right?
Sweet.
You're
Can
bringing
Sundial
Sundial
come?
with you too, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You're bringing Sundial with you too, right?
Yes.
Okay. This is like the most important publicity shit that I'm doing right now, Zog. I need everybody to get eyes on my place so that
Yes.
they trust me, so that they
Okay.
know what I'm doing and that they can go on with it. I need you to not tell Tesla about the wedding, about my place of business, about anything that I'm doing.
Full
Because-
transparency, she knows about the wedding. Just so you know, I was in town. Me and her were chit chatting. She knows about the
What?
wedding. She's my friend. Like, I don't want to lie to you. I want full honesty and trust. Like, I stopped by to see her. She's my friend as well. Like,
Tesla already knows about the wedding.
yeah, she already knows about the wedding. That's all she knows. Yeah.
Okay. She didn't get an invitation, so that doesn't matter as much.
Yeah.
Look, I don't care if she comes. If she shows up, you still can't fucking tell her what I'm doing.
No,
okay?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Look, Zog, I've been working very tirelessly on this. I've done shitty things to a lot of people. I don't want those people to become you.
I appreciate
So
that.
listen.
Mhm.
You said you had money. I really need legitimate money in my backstocks.
I'm going to be honest. I lied. I have 10. I have a little bit of money on me. I didn't know you were my friend. Like, don't be mad at me for lying. I didn't know who you were. I have a little bit of money on me, but I don't have like as much as I said.
Do you have copper?
I got copper. Yeah.
Let me show you something.
Okay.
He,
I hand him like 2 copper pieces.
Takes a copper piece. He takes 2 copper pieces, and he opens up the first drawer again, and he places 2 copper directly into one of the like bubbling like bottles. And you hear and see like a plume of white smoke coming out of this bottle as a process seems to be taking place. And he's like, "Oh, you might want to cover your mouth, by the way." And he like covers his, and you see smoke fill the top of the room, and then it like dissipates, and you look inside the bottle, which is now empty of its liquid, and he like takes it, turns it upside down. Falling into his hand are what look like 2 perfectly refined lyramite pieces, which you know they look like perfectly refined lyramite pieces. And you know that perfectly refined lyramite pieces are fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. I want you to make an investigation check for me.
Okay.
Can I make an intelligence or a history check to insight to this?
The
what
voice?
I'm hearing? Yeah. No,
You've heard
no.
enough of it now. You've heard enough of it now that you know this is the.
I mean, I've been calling him Guy during the conversation.
No, I
Yeah.
know who it is, but I mean like the process that he's describing or showing Zog.
Oh, without seeing it, yeah. Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
I got a 15 investigation, by the way.
15.
Yeah.
Upon closer inspection, you like look really hard at the copper pieces, and then you realize perfectly refined lyramite is supposed to be shiny. This is really dull.
Yeah.
And you like pick it up, and there's a green spot on your hand.
Oh.
And you look, and you're like, this still feels like copper.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks at you, and he's like, you can't tell the fucking difference, though, can you? And he like holds it up, and he holds up a real lyramite piece that he happens to have in his hand. And they look very similar to each other. The only difference is that the lyramized copper piece, what has basically happened is that the copper has undergone a rapid deconstruction of the outer layers of its metal. Mm-hmm. You know how when copper rusts, it doesn't rust orange, it rusts green?
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Oh, okay.
He's rapidly rusting copper to look green, to look like lyramite.
Mm-hmm.
And from the process that he kind of describes to you over the course of like a minute or two, which you also pick up, Tesla, it makes sense. This is more leaning into the magical side of practical engineering.
So,
and it's a fucking scam. And then at that moment, Tesla, your little homunculus, comes back holding what looks like a placard, like a little placard, about yay big.
Okay.
And you like take it from him and you read it, and it is when you got your business established, you had to get one of these placards too. Yours was inherited because you inherited the title of the business from your parents.
Right.
This looks like one of those titles, but something's off. It's written in crayon.
So glad crayons are canon and zippers are.
It's written in like melted wax. That's what crayons are.
Wax has always been a thing, my dude.
Yeah.
Marine.
God.
And you look and you're like, wow. In your own mind, you believe this is not legitimate at all. This is so completely not legitimate.
Who in the world would believe this?
Yeah. You know, from far enough away, it looks like the correct kind of plaque, but when you hold it in your hand, you're like, wait a minute, this is fucking crayon. It's just like, because he didn't think that anybody with that much authority would be getting this close to this. Oh, this is fun.
Zog is gonna look at Guy and just be like, "This shit is fucking awesome."
I know, right?
I will say I'm not fully grasping why you need like is the mechanic shop just a front, or are you using it to get the materials to do that? Like, what's the mechanic shop have to do with this?
It's the perfect cover. Think about it.
Okay.
I'm a scrapyard. Yeah. I need metal. Every scrapyard around here needs metal. Even Tesla's does. But if I get the metal that I need and upcharge the shit out of it because it looks like something else, I'm doing so much better than all of the other like stack and penny scrapyards around here.
Yeah.
You know, you get a hell of a lot more money for a bar of gold than you do a bar of iron. And you get way more money for a bar of refined lyramite than you do for a bar of copper. If I make it look... If you're looking in from the outside, or if you're a fly on the wall, George, all you would see is a legitimate scrapyard business who's just doing the refining process exactly how it needs to be done.
Yeah. No, this is it's brilliant.
Look, I know I should have probably asked you before jumping into this, but you came here alone, right?
Yeah.
Good. Here's what I want you to do. You can take these, and he hands you the 2 copper Lyramite pieces. He's just like, why don't you take these?
Shit. Can I? I'm kind of like, not to be like picky, I'm willing to give you one of the Lyramite back for a couple of the gold. That's really cool. Or was he not making fake gold as well?
No, he is.
Oh, okay.
He's just befuddled that you're like treating these as if as if they are real, even after he explained to you that they're clearly not. And then he's just like, dude.
I'm gonna be real. Like, you see, and like I show off my tattoo of like all like the things and whatnot. This is gonna be sentimental and gross, and just deal with it for a second. I get really passionate about the passengers on my boat, and I'm really proud of you for coming up with this like really cool thing that I would just like to you did something cool. Like, and I just wouldn't mind having a couple pieces of gold to remember how dope this shit is.
Oh, make a persuasion check.
Okay.
With advantage.
Isn't Lyramite worth more than gold though?
It is.
Extremely still blessed.
Yeah. Okay.
Extremely.
Oh, yeah. I am still blessed. Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Don't forget to add that blessed, my dude.
Dirty 20. Oh, and then whatever my persuasion. 25.
5. He's like,
no, that's perception. Persuasion 22.
They're right next to each other.
22. That's fine. Whatever, man. Your loss. And he like takes the Lyramite piece back, gives you a couple of fake gold pieces, and you immediately notice that they not only are different from the Lyramite piece, but they're different from each other too. You gotta stretch.
I just use it to flex. I like flexing.
Yeah. You notice that that one of them is heavier than the other one is, and one of them is slightly bigger than the other one is, and that one of them is slightly thicker than the other one is. These are really, for pieces that are meant to look the same, these do not look, not only do they not look like regular gold pieces, they don't even look the same to each other. So it seems like he's taking pieces that aren't even the same as each other. He's putting in like the very minimal amount of effort.
Yeah.
He just found a process that turns metal to gold, and he wants to profiteer off of it.
A little bit louder, but trying to still stay like inconspicuous. Zog's gonna go, all right, well, you seem like really hectic, like everything's busy, so I'm gonna start heading out. I sincerely didn't mean to bother you. It was just kind of more of a misunderstanding than anything.
So,
but
yeah,
I'll see you at the wedding. And like,
by the way, don't get on my case about hiring people, right? That kid, Louse.
I was more just like, I was worried what the blacksmith was going to do to the 12-year-old, than less worried about what the boss was doing to the 12-year-old. Like, you know what I mean?
Look, I hired him because he had a good story. I'm giving him what I can.
Oh, you're doing a good thing. You're doing a good thing.
I really hope that my process is getting better and better, because the last few payments I gave him haven't even been real gold.
It doesn't seem like it's been an issue. I was talking to him.
Just don't get on telling people like what I'm doing here, especially not.
No, it's all hush. So
and yeah,
I'm gonna get out of your hair though. Actually, quick question. And this is more overboard actually. Is the wedding real? He made a comment that it's a publicity stunt. Does he?
It's
actually,
real. It's real.
I'll ask him. Like, how do you feel about her? Like, or him? I don't know who you're marrying actually.
Oh, she's great. She's
okay.
She's from Newark City, you know. She's,
you guys have a city girl. Okay.
Nice gal. She's
does she know?
Not afraid to speak her mind.
Do I have to keep it hush around her as well, or is she in the know?
Oh, I haven't fucking told her.
Okay, no, I get you. We boys got boys things to do. We good.
You get it.
Yeah.
And as he picks up laughing, the rest of you start to
Sundial,
hear
like-
footsteps coming up the stairs behind you.
Sundial with Zog's like signal that he gave would have already have told everybody it's like, all right, time to fucking hide again because they're coming
You can
out.
fucking count on Sundial.
Yeah, because Sundial knows Zog.
Yep.
It would have been like, hide now.
Yep.
And
Oh,
we would have
I
been
was-
hidden before anybody had come up the stairs.
Right. Of course.
Tesla
Yeah.
did not come out of hiding. It was her squirrel that was doing all the running around.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want us to roll stealth or not, but we would have like had a couple minutes to do it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
It's just that in the moment of whatever you're doing, yeah, you get the signal and then you are all hiding. You would have been able to hear it from your hiding spot too.
Okay.
You know, your previous one. You know. But in the moment where all of this seems like it's coming to a close, everyone outside the door hears footsteps coming up the stairs, and Zog, you're being led to his office door by you're being led to his office door by Guy. Damon, you still have your foot in the door. Do you want to do anything as you hear footsteps approaching it? Or do you just want to keep it like hush hush?
Does Damon have like tactical
Is he muted?
chocolates?
Oh.
Where you can just like throw them into doorways?
Does what have
tactical chanclas, like just slippers that he can just throw into doorways
Oh,
and stop them?
tactical slippers?
Because that would be like a dope,
just-
like rogue. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
that's
lie.
That's like gonna be a thing now that
Yeah.
you gave me that idea.
You just gotta get slippers that just like come off real quick, and you can throw them in doorways.
That's
Yeah,
great.
that's a great
It's
idea
just
for a
like
rogue
it's a
weapon.
crock over a shoe.
All right.
Yeah.
so I'm gonna make a sleight of hand check to try and sneak my foot out of the door. And then
If you're trying to get your foot out of the door, no need.
okay, and then I'm gonna make a stealth check to try and hide real quick.
Of course. Go ahead.
Stupid high stealth. 16 plus 7, so
23.
23.
You're good. As you hear the footsteps coming up the stairs, 23 is enough that you would know where they are right now. That's not a good enough spot. They would need to move.
Move.
Okay.
And you gesture over behind the desk, like the front desk, the reception desk.
Okay.
So
I will
everybody-
take my squirrel and the plaque and into the bag and just do as told.
All right. So you all go to hide behind the reception desk. As you get to the door, Zog,
Oh, not rolling.
he kind of like has his hand on your shoulder, and he's just like, you know what? It's nice to have company every once in a while, especially company like you. You're muted. Yes.
yeah. No, I feel you. And like, you know, let's wait for like the wedding and whatnot. But like, I gotta vote.
Yeah, we'll catch up.
You
We'll
got shit
catch
to
up
vote.
more.
Yeah.
We'll definitely catch up more. Now, listen. I don't know how the fuck you got in here.
Kind of just walked. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. There wasn't a whole lot of security.
Well, that's the problem. And he opens the door. At the top of the stairs, you see a really big minotaur,
No.
a familiar looking one, who is like rubbing his wrists. And he just like looks to you and he's like, "Hey, boss, I see you caught up with one of them." What? One of them? What do you... And he looks to you, Zog.
Scatter.
Oh, I was gonna say I was gonna do something before then.
Okay, what did you want to do?
With the one of them, I was gonna pop up and lean on the desk. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted.
I'm gonna pop up and say, "Do I need to take the other eye?"
Are we turning into a game of whack-a-mole?
Are we? Yeah. How is everyone else just kind of like popping up from behind the desk at this point?
No.
Oh, Gears not. Okay. Tesla's not. Sundial, Willow?
No.
No.
Willingly
Dono, you're
throwing
muted.
myself under the bus here.
Dono, you're muted.
Dono, you're Mike.
So Sundial's gonna be like prone, but like wandering around on the ground. There's like a pile of trash just moving about,
Yeah.
waiting to pop up at the perfect
And then-
moment.
And then you do.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, like
so-
waiting, not now.
Yeah.
They don't know he's there.
This is in the moment of this happening, like right before Zog yells scatter, these
All right.
three pop up.
All right, so I'll pop up and just be like, all right, so
Willow and Tesla, you're staying hidden.
Can I
Monk
wild
sit down.
shape?
I know.
And he
what?
Can
She
I
wants to
wild
wild
shape
shape.
Oh my god!
into a rat?
yes. Yes, you
Love
can.
that.
Oh my goodness.
Monk, what are you doing?
My phone just keeps randomly flipping me. So
Okay, because it's fucking me up.
Oh god.
You Spider-Man in it.
He's Spider-Man. There you
There
go.
we go.
There we go. Okay. So, as those three pop up, you see Guy just kind of look to the three popping up and then back to you, Zog. And
Oh
he's just
no,
like-
they followed me.
And I'll say as the Sundial, like in his defense, he hasn't said anything.
And Guy just looks to the three of you and looks to Harmonious. And he's just like, didn't I like hire you to kill anyone who was in those tunnels, Harmonious? And Harmonious was like, I mean, when they're strong enough to kill you back, it's kind of hard to do your job. Plus, I'm not taking my chances with them again. You're on your own. And he just like turns and starts to walk down the stairs. And Guy is just like,
Sundial just waves.
and
We're
he
not gonna-
just
I'm genuine happy about like you, Guy, and whatnot. Don't take this as any deceivery. I don't know what I didn't know what I was gonna walk into in this room. I didn't know if you were gonna try to kill me.
Who are these people, Zog?
I'm
You know
gonna-
Sundial.
Don't worry
I-
about who we
No,
are.
who are the other two?
I want to try something real quick.
What's that?
I'm gonna make a performance check.
4.
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna rob Zog. just hear me out. To
Go
try to
on.
Throw Guy, to make Guy think that we're not together, that we followed him.
I think we're a little too in deep on this
Yeah,
one.
no,
I'm
because the
kind of
Minotaur
here.
already said that there's others though.
Yeah.
Well-
Also, I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, like at the point
mean-
we're at, the jig is up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Kinda.
I was kind of
He's-
the whole thought of maybe he might have thought that there were other people.
You know what?
He encountered two groups.
No. At this point, it's pretty obvious that y'all are together
Yeah, no, I'm
because of what
trying to,
Harmonious said.
I'm trying to save our asses by being like, look, I just didn't know what I was walking into. I didn't know what
You're
the fuck
not,
you were doing.
Zog, honey.
Yeah.
Zog, you're not answering my question. Who are these other two people?
Honey.
I don't, honey. So I don't know these two, and I point to Quinlan and Damon. I just met them the other day. They've been kind of just tagging along with me because they also were kind of like, 12-year-old and creepy work. We're not comfortable with that.
Do
They've just-
those
they've-
two have anything to do with Tesla?
No, not at all. They're from, what is it, Petal?
I just like to steal from people.
Yeah, he's actually might be able to help you in your business.
Okay. No, I get. Okay. No, yeah. Okay. Can you two? And he points at Damon and Quinlan. He says, "Can you two get the fuck out?" And he's just like pointing at his office door, and then he's like, "No, out. Can you
And
can you get out?" Like,
I
I
look at
point-
Guy and I say, "Can you make like a tree and fuck off?"
I point to Quinlan and I go, wait, but he's my +1 to the wedding. Like,
Literally
Quinlan
just
is your
that-
+1.
yeah, Quinlan. Yeah, no, Quinlan's my +1. We're Thunder buddies. we have thunder in our brains.
So
Guy is just staring. Tesla, is there anything that you're doing in this moment other than just hiding?
No, just hiding.
Yeah, you're
aren't
just.
you
You
also,
don't wanna
like,
be, I
collecting-
want you to make a very quick stealth check. It's not a high DC because of the circumstances, but please make one.
Oh God, I've been
Real
doing
quick.
so poorly.
Not to talk over Gear, but Gear,
Yeah.
aren't you also collecting like paperwork with your homunculus?
Oh yeah.
No, that's done.
Oh, okay.
I found
Yeah.
what I needed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was wondering
Like,
if that was still going on because his door
No.
is wide open.
Right. No, I collected what she needed. And then as soon as Sundial said, "Go hide," she was like, "Okay."
All right.
Yeah. So
Ooh, 17. Do I need to add any?
yeah, you're good. 17
Okay.
is 17 is good enough on its own. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's just
What
like,
is my stealth?
Okay,
Two
okay,
campaigns,
okay,
and
look.
I've been waiting to use that line, make like a tree and fuck off. And, I
and
finally
you
get to
just
use
got it.
You're
Well
telling me we
done.
played Valmira with a talking tree and you didn't use it then?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a missed opportunity.
I wanted to.
That
I so
was.
wanted to, but we didn't have anyone that we could tell to fuck off when we were by the tree.
Oh,
Yeah.
Opal Marriage doesn't swear, so
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. And so Guy is just standing there and he's like, okay, look. And he like closes his office door behind him. And he's like, I don't know why you're here. And frankly, I don't want to fucking know. You already lied to me. Shut up. And he points at you, Zog. And he looks to the rest of you and he's just like, look, I don't understand how this happened. Like, everybody that I'm hiring is supposed to keep this shit from happening. Okay, you know what? It's fine. Look, why don't you just go?
yeah, I put a hand on Guy's shoulder and I say, now that I know it's somebody I trust doing this shit, we're not a headache. Like, I need you to know that. And I walk over to Damon and I hand him the chunk of Lyramite? Lyramite?
The copper
better.
coin, the Lyramized
Yeah.
copper coin? Yeah.
Yes. And I
Okay.
say, and I hand it to Damon and I say, and this is the hush money, right? This is the nobody saw this. We're getting the fuck out of here. We're going to have a fun time at the wedding.
Yeah, it might as well be. Just
And
whatever you want to maintain your
Yep.
fucking silence. Just
No, you don't need to give me anything for it. I'm giving it to this guy.
okay. And
Quinlan, I
you
trust.
too.
Or-
Could I interest you in some refined Lyramite, possibly? And he just like breathes really heavy.
He just takes and puts it in his pocket and doesn't say anything.
Look,
Okay, I'll
guy,
take that I'll take that. Yeah, that's for you. Okay, you already have your. Okay, and what about you? And he points to Quinlan, and he just gestures in Quinlan's direction, just like, what do you need? What do you want me to do? Do you want money? Do you want shares? Do you want you want a piece of the shop floor to pick up and take home? What the fuck do you want? And he's just like really hectic in this moment, trying to save as much face as he can in as little time.
Let's see. Quinlan just continues to give him the stern, disappointed dad
Dad.
face.
Sundial's gonna like just put his finger up and just be like, "This is what security looks like."
what a line. What a fucking line, Dono.
Have an inspiration point first and foremost. And secondly, you hear him audibly gulp.
Look, we are getting out of your hair now. Hop back into your office, do your work, relax.
Yeah.
We'll see you at the wedding,
I'll-
buddy.
I'll go back into my office and then I'll come back out and none of you will be here.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Make an
nods.
intimidation check.
Oh.
Dad,
Who?
Zog, make an intimidation check.
Intimidation.
Actually, no. Sorry, intimidation. Sundial, make an intimidation check.
Okay, cool.
Zog, make a persuasion check.
Oh. Second.
Natural 1.
Oh, fuck.
Let's hope this intimidation's good.
That would be a 19 on the die with a +4. That's going to be 23.
23. And he's like, you know, maybe I'm just taking a shot in the dark. There isn't anyone else with you, is there, Zog?
No, there's nothing.
You lied to me once already. Don't lie to me again, buddy.
Buddy.
And he just like looks at you and shakes his head.
I look at him and I'm just like, buddy, we both did some untrustworthy shit, but now all the demons are out in the open. We both know each other's dirty laundry. We're good. If anything, I want to help you with this shit. This is good fucking money.
You're not gonna fucking help me out, Zog. I've already told you everything that you need to know, and if you wanted to help me out with it, you would fuck it up. No offense.
You're
I just
probably
need
right.
you to get the fuck out of my life.
Okay.
Come to the wedding and act like we never see each other again afterwards.
Sounds good.
Just
Yeah.
go. And he points to the door to go down the stairs.
So, above table,
Mm-hmm.
I had decided that Sundial wasn't 100% sure whether or not he liked Guy or not.
Mm.
He has 100% decided that he does not like Guy.
Yeah.
Guy's
So,
kind of a
after
shitty person.
Yeah, the
Did-
Damon, he really didn't care. He kind of liked how sneaky Guy was being, but now he doesn't like Guy either. He's kind of an asshole.
I can't lie. I, Bradley, want to work with Guy. This is good fucking money.
Right? It's fake money.
Problem with capitalism. Let's
Right.
counterfeit everything. So
Okay.
yeah. Zog turns around to leave, hoping that Quinlan's like stays until fucking Guy goes into the office.
Yeah,
And I'm
just giving
hoping-
him the stern, disappointed dad look, and just the
Also, did Dono's fucking intimidation do anything?
That's what's about to happen.
Oh, okay.
Is
okay.
he's just like, he looks to you and he's like, don't come back. And then he looks over to Sundial, and Sundial is just like whoom, 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 whoom. Just like radiating this sick looking energy just over in the corner at the statements that have been made.
Actually,
And
I
he's
would
just like,
probably be like right there at the door, is what I was.
yeah, he turns and Sundial's just right there. And he's just like, and he like runs inside and slams the door.
Some Fifth Element shit.
Mhm.
And you hear
As that's going, I like to extend a hand to help Tesla stand up.
Okay, I'll take it.
There's Willow.
I put my
Willow
hand
is a
out
rat.
for Willow's hand or
I
Willow's
start climbing up.
platform.
I climb up on the thing
scratch
we're
your
hiding
head.
behind.
Are
Yeah.
you Willow?
Can you talk in wild shape form?
No,
No.
I'm
sorry,
going
don't
to-
mean to overtalk that, but yeah.
Rules
gonna-
is written no. I've always played it
No.
as yes.
Oh.
I'm gonna walk up to Tesla, and as I'm walking up, I kind of take off my hooded cloak. I hand it to her, and I hand her the fake Lyramite. It says, "Now is not the time. Let's go."
Yeah. No, we got to get out.
No, I absolutely agree. Wait, are you handing me? Is she?
The
he's
fake
being-
Lyramite and the cloak to hide your face.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, she'll put the cloak on, even though it's probably a lot bigger than her.
It
And,
is.
That's perfect.
But you kind of like bunch everything up and like tie it up in a like sash around your waist, and it fits enough.
And I'll
the
even
cloak
open
comes down all the way over your head. Yeah.
I'll open my bag up real quickly for
The alarm goes off.
Willow.
Yeah.
Shut up. If Willow wants to hop in or not, I'll wait a minute and let her decide.
Yep, she goes
She
in.
crawls in.
And then I close the bag, and there's of course air. It's a messenger bag. Her
Yeah, this
and
is
her,
not a bag of holding. It's a regular bag.
her and my homunculus can chill together. And then yes, we go. I follow.
All right.
So once when we get to a point that's safe to talk.
As you're halfway down the stairs, leaving as a group, as you're halfway down the stairs, you hear, "Hey, just beg pardon, everyone who's working around now. There's a group of about 5 or 6 people that are going to be leaving out the front door. Just don't fucking bother them." And you hear him like starting to choke up into tears a little bit.
Oh,
and
no.
he just like and that kind of echoes through the whole warehouse. And Louse is like standing there at the bottom of the stairs. He's just like, "So how'd it go?"
I look at Louse dead in the eyes and say, "Do not work for this man. He will get you and your family hurt. Get the fuck out of here as soon as possible."
Get us out the front door. I nudged Zog and was like, "Help him get us out the front door. Please don't know the front door."
"Oh, front door. Yeah, sure. Okay. I will take your advice.
Good.
Just help me find another place to work, maybe."
I need 20 gold out of my bag and say his money's fake. Don't spend it.
Oh,
I wasn't gonna fucking tell him that. Fuck.
And he just like looks up to you, Damon, and he's just like, "Oh, fake how?" And he just like,
"Don't worry about it. Don't work for him."
Sundial.
I just like
I am gonna worry about it a little bit now, but okay. And he just like, and he looks at Tesla, who's now wearing the cloak, and he's like, "Nice cloak." He's just,
I'll take my hand and put it up over the hood and be like,
okay. And he just like, "Yeah, sure." And you walk past just shelves and shelves of just garbage, scrap, metal, broken swords, broken shields, broken armor, all kinds of little bits and pieces of metal, and you walk past what looks like the beginnings of a forge. It looks like a melting pit with a lot of raw molten metal in it that crucibles get dunked into. And then you see a couple of other people pouring out the crucible into what looks like a dunking vat, to solidify it into a heap of raw metal. And then that goes on to a little belt, which travels along. It gets flattened out. It gets shaved down into what looks kind of like the shape of a coin. It's not perfect. And then it gets dumped into a little barrel, and that barrel travels along. This is all happening at the same pace as you're walking to the front door because it's convenient for the story. The barrel gets pushed up. It's like that cinematic moment where you see how
the camera's following
how the sausage is made. Yeah, you see how the sausage is made. And the barrel full of what you assume to be full of coins goes over to a large glass holding tank full of this same green liquid that you saw in Guy's office. And the barrel gets kind of dumped into a depositing port where it's sent into the bottom of this vat. And you watch a little like bubbling cascade go up through the vat. And as the cascade goes up, you notice that at the top it ventilates out.
Oh, okay.
And then it's a large vat, and it's like almost as big as like a tower. It's big around as a tower, but like glass, plexiglass, whatever you have it. And you see a little collector on the other side of what looked like raw little metal chunks going in. They come out roughly in the shape of gold pieces. And then they get dumped onto a little assembly line where some people have a little metal punch. Some people have a little like stamping die. And on the other side is what looks like it gets all dumped into what looks like a little chest. And that chest is carted off by another worker. All of this happens over the course of like 2 minutes as you're walking to the front door. And most of the workers on that assembly line and in the aisles as you're walking through are just looking at you, and they're like, who the fuck are these people? And then you see the guy from earlier who noticed Sundial looks and is like, I fucking told you it's walking. And you get smacked on the back of the head by another person. And he's just like, will you shut the fuck up? And as you get to the front door, all is quiet. The front door is opened, and it opens into a very vast, just like empty field of just sand and garbage like strewn about the place. You notice here that there's like a top layer of sand, almost like a dune of sorts, but you see bits and pieces like sticking up out of the sand of like pipework and metal and machinery. And it's barren out here. You look back towards the direction that you feel like you came from, and you see kind of the outline of like what looks to be a set of hills and mountains with a very rough outline in the shape of trash. And Laos kind of sends you out the front door, and he's just like, if I can't work for this guy anymore, can I just come with you?
Yeah.
You guys seem kind of cool. I just need the money to feed my...
Between me and
17.
Tesla, we can find you work, right?
Poke my head out from underneath the cloak. Is it safe to come out now, or should we walk?
Yeah, you're not inside. You're not inside anymore. You're fine. Just maybe keep it up a little bit, but to keep your eyes from the sun. And it is a glaringly hot sun underneath right now. As you kind of look up, you also notice that the sky is cleared. There's like not a cloud in the sky in this part of the world. You see the clouds over like in the landscape where you just were. But here, the sky is a bright, like lime green. And the sun glows a ghostly pale white in the sky. And you notice another mass up in the sky, a moon. A moon visible from during both the day and the night, depending on what cycle it's in. It's just kind of there. It comes and goes. It doesn't. There are no cycles based off it because it's not that.
It's a random moon.
It's just a
satellite.
It's a satellite. It's a moon. Okay. It's a moon only because it's orbiting around the planet, and it's just like, you know.
Yeah.
It's smaller than another planet in and of itself, but it's bigger than just a random man-made thing shot up into the sky. It's bigger than an asteroid. Mm-hmm. There is a group of people that you remember sometimes use that moon to navigate which way is east, but that's hardly ever helpful. Less helpful than where north is, and the sky is almost always cloudy enough that moon is just not really seen as much. Okay.
So we're in some kind of desert area.
Do we know which way to walk at the very least?
Yeah, over on the horizon where I described. Yeah, over on the horizon that I described earlier with the mountains of trash. That's back in the direction that you think you came, and that's back in the direction of town itself. You see the town of Moran itself. You see like a little grooved out path where many a cart have driven through this desert, and in the grooves of the path, you notice the ground underneath this sand is still garbage. It's just covered up by like wind-blown sand.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, so what is it that you guys do? And what are and what, like, if you're together, then what's your name? If you're together, then you're a group and you have a name, don't you?
Do we have to have a name?
I mean, yeah, you're all hanging out together, like I had this group of friends when I was going to school. Two of them were my brothers, but that's not important. When we were hanging out together, we called ourselves the cool guys, and that was fun.
Can we join the cool
That's
guys?
so cute.
Huh?
What?
Can we just all be cool guys?
No.
Oh.
I mean,
Sorry.
if it was up to me, I would let you be cool guys, but you got to come up with something
Could we
that's
be
something that's you.
honorary?
I think we should be.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
you're all already honorary cool guys to me, but
Can be
that's
the cool cats and kittens.
Oh no.
as
I
a
don't know if I
DM,
like
I want to
that.
overrule that so bad.
Considering one drunk, you named the last group and they still haven't changed it.
Oh wow.
You guys just seem so different.
we're the garbage cans, not the garbage cans.
Oh God, no.
The garbage cans?
Or the
Not the
junk
garbage
man.
cans.
I don't know if I like the sound of the garbage cans because
Okay.
there's garbage
I-
everywhere.
I think we'll figure out that question later. And
I think we'll sit on that.
I love for you
Okay.
to join us. Can like the adults just talk? You can still hear. You can join, but like
Yeah,
let
Yeah,
I'm
adults-
gonna
come with us.
I'm just
Go
gonna
ahead
be
and
like
debate.
back behind you guys. I'm probably
Sounds
not
good.
gonna talk for the next 2 or 3 sessions until I'm remembered again. Just like
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm just gonna be behind you guys until you need me, okay? And you all
I'm gonna
now
pull out
have. Yeah,
sorry.
you're gonna pull out what?
I said I probably will pull out a snack from my backpack and give it to the kid.
Oh, that's
I pull
cool.
out
What
a-
is that?
Bottle of booze from mine and take a
No.
drink and hand it to Zog.
Oh God.
Okay.
Zog
What a bait
takes-
and switch.
All right. Just full transparency. Bradley, I might ramble for a minute. Stop me if I get too much. Zog takes a massive swig and says, "All right, here's the fucking plan. And hear me out. We have this fake gold and fake Lyramite that he fucking made. He said that this wedding is a massive publicity stunt that he needs. I already suggested we crash the wedding, we blow it up, we through high hell, he stole the idea. Now we know the location of his base. We have proof that he's making fake shit. We go to the wedding and we fucking out him for the rat bastard that he is."
I don't know. I think maybe like that's a good idea, but I think what would be better is if it is done on the inside. I say we talk to his fiance on the day of his wedding and have her stand him up or make a scene during the wedding and
This feels
just
very
end it there.
personal.
Huh?
This feels like a personal attack opposed to taking down his industry.
Well, here's the thing though. If I was going to marry this douchebag, I'd want to know.
She will know when we tell everybody. We can cue her in first, but I think like it needs to be more than just the fiance stands him up, or else people are still going to go to him for business.
No, I understand. I agree. But I mean, I feel like she should be in on it. She should
Okay.
know
I'm
about
down.
it, so that way she can like at least make an informed decision that this is all fake and not be surprised.
So day of the wedding, we cue in the fiance, and then like when wedding ceremony starts, boom, we're here to take down everything you've made because you're a dipshit.
Yes, but I feel like we should have fun with it too. We should like, I don't know, make
Streamers.
no.
Counter.
We'd hire a plane to fly a message through the sky.
We have planes and not zippers.
No.
I mean, I
Can
can
fly.
Can I go-
factory while you guys are at the wedding.
I was gonna say, can I go above table for a sec?
You see Quinlan and Sundial kind of wriggling around a little bit.
Quinlan, go.
Counterpoint.
Yeah.
What are you going to do if she's okay with it?
I'm still down to take down the corporation, and they can still get married. If she's down with it, okay. It's still their wedding day. They can still get married. I'm just worried about the
Yeah.
corporation. I'm sorry.
I agree. if she's okay, if we find out that she's okay with it, she knows everything, then yeah, we definitely take down the corporation, the business, because it's but I feel like so Dippy, can I do a little bit above table for a second?
I don't.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just a question about the Laramite and the process that he's going through. How much does Tesla know about it? And is there something that she knows or can cook up to like reverse it?
Oh.
That would require a couple of intelligence checks.
Okay.
And if you succeed at them, you would come up with a pretty damn good idea.
Okay. That's what I was thinking.
Because you have the fake one to work with.
Right.
But this is also, you're really into like the mechanical, like the practical aspect.
Right.
Potion and magic and like that stuff you're just delving into. You're like that, you're setting that up
beginner level,
now. Yeah. And you're about to have that be your specialty. But for the time this is like a kicking off moment for you.
Yeah.
This is a moment where you're like, So I'll let you figure that out.
Okay.
Here's the plan that I have for her if this were to work. The wedding is his sponsorship business deal.
Yeah.
All the guests receive usually get a gift for showing up to the wedding. And one of those gifts could be the Laramite that he makes in his factory, or even the gold. So they're all getting this gift, this fancy money making gift, and then she has something like maybe it's air, maybe it's water, a gas, or something. And while they're in the wedding queues, as it's happening, she sprinkles it on their like they're holding it in front of them, and she sprinkles it on the guests and everything. Maybe they're doused, maybe it's like a carry thing. Sure. And in their hands, this gold or this Laramite turns back to copper, realizing that not only is what they have in their hands fake, but considering it came from him, it's fake, and this whole thing is a sham.
Right.
That's what I'm kind of thinking, but if that's like too complicated, or if
you
she
get a
doesn't
couple
get
of
her
ideas.
Yeah.
How long until the wedding, by the way?
Do you still have the invitation on you?
I'd assume I have it on me, or at least in the boat.
I think
so. It might be in the boat.
I think you had it on you, like crumpled up in like a pocket somewhere.
Okay. So yeah.
So you pull it out and you like look at it, and you look down at the RSVP date and the date of the event itself. The date of the event itself, you realize, is about the equivalent of a week away.
Okay, we got time for you to work on that.
So you have about a week before the wedding kicks off.
Dono, you've been trying to say something for a bit.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
So Sundial's whole thing, because at this point he just doesn't give a shit about that guy, and thinks that like this is kind of a bit like he's gonna fall down anyway, and we have all the information against him. So he's just like, why don't we just send the kid to go take all the glory, make sure that he can get gold to take care of his family, and then we can be on our way the next thing, knowing that everything's good and done.
What do you mean? Like set the kid up so that he can take down the corporation and he gets like notoriety and shit?
He used to work for him. He has also.
Were y'all talking about me over there?
A little bit. Mind your business for an hour, all right?
Okay. And he just goes back to like picking his nose.
Don't pick your fucking nose. It's gross.
Why? We're in a radioactive world, man. Everything is gross.
Yeah, that's how you're gonna get sick. I walk over and
Sundial
I like
looks back at the kid. Maybe this is a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't.
Never mind. I just want to get him set up.
We have a plan. Is everyone on board with this plan?
So yeah, if you'll let me tinker with this for a few days, I have an idea.
Is there a way we can cut it in half so like we still have a piece to show off while you tinker with the other piece?
You were given
We're
Two,
giving
weren't
one
you?
piece of Learmite. No, only one piece of Learmite.
Well, you were
Yeah,
given
he
one.
ex-
I was given one.
But you're also given
Oh,
like a bunch of pieces of gold.
No, yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought I gave Damon my.
Sorry, that was not made entirely clear enough. He
Yeah.
tossed another piece of the
Oh, okay.
of the
All right,
of the
awesome.
changed Learmite. The piece that you gave back to him, he tossed
Yeah.
to Damon.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah. Wedding
So.
is a publicity stunt.
Does
So
everyone on board with this? Good. Sundial.
Sure.
Zog,
okay if you're not.
make a history check for me as
Fine.
well.
Make a history check.
Yes.
Quinlan, how do you feel about this plan? In 18 history.
There are flaws, but very well.
because
What do you need?
I'll be straight up. I have the quote unquote business license in my bag, and I could literally just take it to the authorities and have it crumble from there.
Yeah,
but I feel like it would be a little more fun,
Yeah.
to take it out on the wedding and show all his customers.
Like you could do that the day of the wedding.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
what do you need the rest of us to do?
We for one, Damon, how do you feel about this plan? And 18 history check.
So, 18 history check. I'll let Damon speak first.
Well, I obviously agree that the plan to take him down later was the better plan. That's why she's wearing my cloak. Have that back. The sun's kind of hot.
I just want to make sure you're good with this, Damon. I'm just trying to keep everyone included. And
I can always burn
rolls,
the place down if this doesn't work too.
I have rolls for everybody in my brain. We'll have heist after the god in the sky tells me why I rolled a die and got an 18.
So
would like there's a few things. One, I would like to just discuss maybe some negatives to this, but ultimately that's it. Because I feel like there's a lot of positive trade here. And maybe we should discuss some of the things that may put a wrench in this neck in the gears, so to speak.
So
sorry.
You're 18. You're fine. No, you're fine.
No.
You're fine. Your 18 history check. Guy mentioned that his wife, his potential wife, was coming from New York City.
Yeah.
Or had come from New York City. You haven't seen Erks travel out this far. So you don't think it would be too hard to find her.
Okay. Would she have been on my ferry by chance? Traveling out this way?
If you checked your arm, you have a lot of like individual things on them. Now here's a question. Do you let them sign your arm and then you copy do you let them initial your arm and you copy the tattoo off the initial, or do you just have the same style of initial for each person?
In my brain, how I imagine it is I have like pieces of paper that they sign and then I shrink it down for the tattoo. So it's their handwriting, but I have to make it smaller to fit.
Then they're individual. One of these signatures has a very distinct look. Of a customer that you had, like a couple of in between the events of session 0 and the events of session 1. You picked up an Urk customer for your boat. She was a very nice lady. But she wanted to go all the way to Moran. She had something that diverted her off in a different little town that I'm going to pull up the name of here, hopefully. Nope, I'm launching Minecraft. Why am I launching Minecraft? Nope, stop it.
That's going to become a let's play.
No! Fuck off!
So it's a fun game.
Everyone, welcome to Let's Play Minecraft.
Hey, everybody, it's...
We should do that on the Dapper D's one of these days.
God, Minecraft would be a great Dapper D's episode. Yeah. She had a problem that made her stop off in the town of Lakamkam. Ooh, excuse me. Where is the meeting? There it is. in the town of Likamkam, Likam', which is not too far from here. But she said that she would go the rest of the way on foot. And you haven't seen her since then. And her initials were, I have to figure out the name first before I tell you the initials.
Tesla Fastbender. Dun dun dun.
Tesla Fastbender. No. I'm Tesla Fastbender. I'm Tesla Fastbender.
I don't know which one to shoot. They're both three. That's my favorite trope in every single movie that's ever done it. I don't know which one is really you.
The initials B, BT, BTB up here are signed in a very Irkish handwriting.
Bounce the
I
balls.
not write and talk at the same time.
If this person's from New Urk City, are they Orc? Or is that just...
They are Urk.
They're Urk? So, all right, dope.
Yeah, Urks and Orcs have their differences.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, you will spot them as soon as you encounter some.
Got it.
And the plan was.
So.
Now this is from y'all to me. The plan is to take down Guy by sabotaging the wedding. Through a variety of means.
Yeah, so the day starts with find the fiance, let her cue her in on what's going on.
The day of the wedding, or do you want to do that before the wedding?
I would still say the day of the wedding.
Yeah, so she doesn't have time to warn him if he does.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So find the fiance, warn her, and then give the fake license, like business license, to the police, and then during the week prior, Tesla, you work on your anti-fake gold juice. And then we bombard the wedding with all this information in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And may I suggest, like, the wedding, there's a point when the wedding starts, the groom's at the altar. We can tell the bride while she's in her room separated. That way she can either A, stand him up, or B, go through with the wedding. As she, walks down the aisle, we can just do all that stuff.
We put Sundial in a dress and he walks down the aisle.
Okay, down for that. One. Thinking.
Yeah, Sundial,
let's run some negative. Let's run some like back and forth.
Pros and cons.
Pros and cons. One. What if everybody in the wedding is for him, and us doing this gets into a giant brawl?
I thought of this. I really doubt that, seeing that me and you were invited, Sundial. I really doubt we would be the only ones left out of the loop.
Good point.
Also, the back end of that is that the police would realize that it's a fake business, and like the police can decide whether or not they want to arrest him on spot or whatever. But
secondly, how many more people is he going to screw over in the coming week?
That's fair.
He's already been screwing a lot of people over.
That's a good point.
But do we continue to let him for the sake of one person getting
Sundial
glorious revenge?
Sorry. Yes.
No,
I'm gonna be real. The only person he's really screwing over is Tesla.
Okay.
Everyone else that's getting this fake gold is still using it as monetary. Like,
to be the neutral and to be the balance of because my character is neutral, I'm gonna say that to weigh out things is perfectly fine as a character.
Yeah.
Something, and he's gonna bring this up to the table. Maybe we bring this to authorities so they can be aware of who to look out for, to be able to maybe squeeze coming to the day, so when it all comes together, it's even a bigger situation for them.
I'm on the same wavelength as you. Even like just tipping the authorities that there's counterfeit gold out and about and keeping people more on their toes.
Mm.
Yeah, but
Make
then,
him sweat
They're
out for a
only
week.
but then he'd know we were betraying him.
Oh,
yeah,
Mm.
And we
and
couldn't get
also
near the wedding.
there's a small chance that he could just close everything and run.
there's also a real chance that he's printing money that nobody knows about. He could have the police in his pocket.
Mm, I
Can we
don't.
just blow up his factory?
Did you?
I'll
I'm
do it
game.
right
This is-
now.
How
This
how
is
about
starting
you?
to feel like the best reason.
Mm.
Is
But
just blow up the factory right now.
I mean,
But
it
you
is
were
in the middle
talking
of the
to him,
desert.
right?
It is
Yeah.
a desert. Sorry.
You were talking to him, right?
Yeah.
What's the likelihood? Like, you saw his security. What's the likelihood of him actually paying off the cops?
That's fair. That's fair.
Not to mention, like, I don't even have to go to the cops. Like, this is a business thing. This plaque that I have goes to other departments besides the cops. Like, this is an entire Quasar thing. It's not even just a local thing. So,
Can
like, we
I?
could.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, we could, like, this will get him banned from opening any other businesses, roughly. So it's not just a police thing.
Yeah.
So
He could just change his name and
That's what I was just about to ask Dippy. Of like, how strongly enforced are laws here? Like, is it kind of like, are we leaning more
So-
towards like anarchy and shit? Like,
So, Quy'zz, as rough and ragged as it is, its inhabitants understand that if the people don't try to act in like a decent civil behavior, then none of the rest of the world of Geass will follow them or anything. They won't do business with them. They won't do anything. So there is a semblance of laws. There is a semblance of order in the largest parts of the country. When you get smaller and smaller, the likelihood of police corruption both shrinks and increases.
yeah.
It shrinks because the smaller towns can and sometimes will be more dedicated to keeping their town in order than others. But it also increases because smaller towns are not looked at as thoroughly as the larger ones. The kingdoms of Flem and Bogey have an overarching like ruling over them that you know about. But that overarching ruling like spans the width and breadth of the countries of Flem and Bogey, and if anyone within its boundaries is going to be doing something corrupt, the blanket covers everything. There aren't patches in it for other larger businesses, other larger entities to keep an eye on. It's just like it's there, and because it is all encompassing, loopholes can form in the fabric. So, short answer, most of the time, small towns will enforce their laws. Most of the time. You know, Moran is one of those towns.
All right.
not to
With-
mention,
with
if
all
I
of the-
can pipe up a little bit,
Yeah.
with the idea that junkyards can export materials to other places, like
Mhm.
Tesla's business.
Yeah.
If he exports his stuff to other places and is reinforcing the idea that their business should not be done at Quasar, like that's going to affect the entire. His business isn't just a local business. Like he's owning a junkyard. He's not just like a blacksmith, which is more local.
Yeah.
So like his business is going to be it's equivalent to my business, to Tesla's business. So if his business is also going to make Tesla's business look corrupt as well. So like,
So
Alrighty.
maybe we scout the police or scout the authorities, make sure that they actually aren't in his pocket, determine a decision there. We do go through with the wedding idea. But if we can, keep an eye out, because we did see people within the warehouse. So we keep an eye out for those people, and we keep an eye out for their transactions. Maybe we can get a hold of the different pieces that they give, and have extra pieces to experiment on for Tesla.
Okay.
This is the best plan, in my opinion.
And
yeah.
then be readily prepared.
I agree.
For everything.
And you see,
motherfucker.
You see the kid has kind of like walked up, and he's just like, "Listen, you're not exactly the quietest people in the world.
I try.
And if he's doing, if that guy, his name is Guy, if Guy is doing all of these things, he sounds like he's a bad influence, and I shouldn't have trusted him."
Well,
You
you're
did
a movie.
nothing wrong.
And I shouldn't have trusted him either. You
What
look
the
behind
fuck?
you,
What the hell?
How the hell?
you see Harmonious like coming up behind you.
Actually, Sundial shouldn't
Kinda
be
like-
surprised by that, but yeah.
Comes up behind
He's
you and
surprised
he's
by the
like,
kid, but not the giant minotaur.
Yeah.
"Listen, you all put up a hell of a fight for a reason."
We have to
And-
do it again?
No.
Okay. All right.
Listen,
I sense no.
I
anger in
respect
this
all
man.
of your gumption. And from the little bits and pieces that I've heard, it sounds like you're doing something a hell of a lot better than what I was hired to do. And if he's giving me fake money, I'm not pulling off that shit anymore. I'm not working for him.
I don't blame you.
So, if you need my assistance with anything, you just let me know. Yeah, and me too.
I think this might work out better than we planned.
Can you take him home?
I'm taking the kid.
No, wait,
Wait, the
but-
kid or the Minotaur?
The minotaur taking the kid home.
Oh yeah, the kid. No,
Oh,
wait, no, the kid has like 3 parents and a bunch of siblings. He has a home.
I know.
Oh,
No,
yeah, let
like
me,
take
No,
him
he's saying-
to his house.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to talk like Sundial.
Yeah.
Sundial,
dog is responding.
Sundial,
He's-
don't you have a nugget for the kiddo?
God damn it.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
did the kid get paid?
Thank you.
No,
Oh,
he
he
didn't.
probably
Okay.
got fake money. No, you
But-
interrupted
no, wait,
before
Damon
you.
gave
Yeah,
him
you
the 20.
interrupted. Yeah.
Damon gave him
Oh.
20
Yeah, you
gold.
interrupted before he could even get
Damon
whatever
paid him.
fake and or real payment he was gonna get.
Damon
I
paid him.
gave him money though.
Yeah, Damon
Oh
paid
yeah,
him.
no, Damon did give him money too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damon gave him money. That's right. Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me before I.
All right.
Anyway.
So hang on, Harmonious. I got an
Mhm.
idea.
What's your
Before
idea?
you decide to actually throw in the towel, do you mind hanging around a little bit for the next week?
If that's what you need me to do, then I'll do it.
I
I'm
would love
mainly a-
that.
I'm mainly assigned down in the tunnels, so I'll just let you know what they're doing down in the tunnels.
That
Is
would
there a
be
good
great.
place that I can meet y'all somewhere?
Actually,
I
I was
got a
thinking the
boat.
kid could be the messenger,
Oh, that also works.
Uh,
Oh yeah,
considering how
I
he
could
also knows.
relay
The...
everything. Louse is one of the ones who goes down into the tunnels, so I could easily find him well enough. Isn't that right, pal? Yeah, and I can come to you wherever you guys are and just tell you what's going on if something's happening, and it'll help.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna need a few more pieces of his. Actually, if I could get a bottle of that material that he's using, I will get you the bottle.
That might be a little bit harder, but I'll see what I can do.
Okay, if you can't get that, then I just want some of the finished pieces.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna throw this out there that I think we know someone who can get that fairly easily.
Oh,
especially
dear
like
God,
Jared.
Grim
Oh my
Songbird.
goodness! Thank you, Grim Songbird, for the
Hi,
raid
thank
of
you so
19
much.
years.
Party
Oh my goodness!
Oh wow.
Hello,
thank
Grim.
you.
Oh.
What?
Hi guys,
How
how's it
y'all
going?
Good.
We're having a-
Oh God, is it
I
about to
don't
happen
know.
again?
yeah, I don't know.
Is it about to happen again?
Maybe. I don't know. But hi, welcome. Thank you for the
Hello.
raid. We're getting to the tail end of this whole
We're
thing.
getting
We
pretty
just went
close to
through
the
an
end, but we'll go a
entire-
little bit.
What did we
longer.
do? What did we just do? We went through an entire warehouse, figured out who the bad guy is, what the
Mhm.
stuff's going on. They're making fake gold. is what's going on, and so we're trying to figure out the best way to expose him correctly to better get the exposure out there for everything.
Trying to save Tesla's business.
Child, thank you for the cheers from.
I'll take care of stream messages. You just explain what's happening.
But we got what was it? No, we have a child that is helping us. They've gifted subs.
Thank you, Dadley, for the gift.
And a giant minotaur that was a security guard there, who is currently going to be. They are both going to be our inside people as we try and figure out how to reverse this so we can fuck them over more. Thank you for the more cheers.
For the 2 bits.
I think I did most of it.
Thank you for the next gifted sub.
Oh my goodness.
And there goes the train.
And
all right.
There's the hype train.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right, we're just gonna let this ride. We have to play a little bit. So we will acknowledge everybody as soon
Love
as
this community. You guys are way too nice. Thank you so much.
When he says that he can't, it'd be a little bit harder for him to
Thank you
get
again
the
for
liquid.
Cheers.
And Zog says there's someone perfect who could go get the liquid. I'll need my cloak back.
Oh shit! Yes. She takes off the cloak and hands it to Damon.
Let's not do that today. He's gonna be on high alert. But
oh well, yeah.
By all we all have. All right. Here's the game plan. Here's now what we got. Quinlan and Sundial, y'all would be the best suited for watching the police and seeing if they're corrupt. Gear? No, Tesla. You are going to be working on this fucking fake gold potion thing.
Yes, I will do my thing.
And I guess the rat can help you.
Well,
dude.
I got Damon. You're gonna be stealing the green juice.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Willow, how long does a wild shape last, by the way? How long does one wild shape last, by the way?
We're in level 2 already.
Isn't it at will?
It's
not at will, but like
no.
concentration.
She's not 1 hour.
1 hour?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you would be approaching the end of it. You've all been walking, so this is the thing, because you've all been planning and RPing, and I did not want to interrupt it at all unless I was needed.
Yeah.
All of the walking and talking you've been doing, you have now made your way into the town. You have been in the town for some small part of this conversation, or at least on the outside of it. Thank you for the gifted sub. Enjoy that, Professor Faradoon. You're kind of like on the outskirts of town, and you've kind of found yourselves taking a seat at just like a corner store, just like a little corner, just like cafe. And discussing secretly enough. You're in public, obviously, so there you have the censorship of the public eye, but also you have the little details you can discuss quietly enough that nobody around you is necessarily going to be paying attention. Because it took you 30 minutes in the tunnel to get to his place. So
yeah,
I'd like to say that as soon as Tesla gets to a place where she can take the cloak off and be revealed and not worry about eyes upon her, she'd also put the bag down, open it up, and allow Willow to crawl out, and
that would have been
to crawl out.
That would have been halfway back to town. You would have been way more than capable to do that on your way back to town.
Okay.
Willow, I'll leave it up to you whether or not you wanted to wild shape out of a rat, or if you just wanted to. Okay.
I'll just go back to my normal fairy self.
There you go.
Well,
so it sounds like there are bits and pieces of a plan being formulated.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the last bit of the plan was going to be Willow. You're good at flying. You're good at being quiet and whatnot. I would love if you can tag along with Damon and be the kind of fly on the wall of making sure that Guy has no fucking idea what's going on. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
Yeah, if you're willing to stick around you're willing to stick around where I found you, then we could I could just as easily have Louse give you updates there. And, well, if you're the one who's going to be the fly on the wall, and he points to you, Willow, yeah, your flight would certainly help going back and forth between.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, in this plan, Zog, what are you going to be doing?
I, Bradley, am just now realizing that I didn't give myself a role in this plan.
What?
Zarg has
roll?
been planning for everyone else.
Wait,
and
what am
has
I
left
doing?
no room for himself.
Oh,
in this
you weren't
plan.
here. I said you and Quinlan will be best suited watching the police and making sure they're not corrupt.
Zog,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think
Oh, I know what I can do. You
So me
hang
and
out with
Quinlan
it.
are-
I'm so sorry. I did that again. Interrupted.
You're good.
go
I got
ahead.
excited. You can, if you have a better plan for me, I'm down. I could just be helping you with your thing. You know how to build. I know how to get shit. And we probably don't want you poking around all too much, getting things that probably look like what you're doing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I probably will need to be on your boat, and I will be preoccupied. So I will need somebody to. I mean, you'll want nobody on your boat
Well, we can get you back to your shop, right?
in a week.
Yeah.
The shop's only like an hour or two boat ride, right?
Yeah.
Not that long.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Going upriver, it's an hour and a half. Downriver, it's just an hour. The current
Yeah.
carries you.
Okay.
So-
Yeah. So you can get me to my shop, and we can be there working on stuff.
Yeah, and I can get you your materials. So we all got plans. We're all good.
Cause I'll need to be at my shop, and as soon as I can get more of the Millerite, because you'll probably have to go back and forth.
I'm gonna float around, make sure everyone's doing good, get you what you need.
Okay.
Also, Guy, trust me at least a little bit enough that if he sees me doing things, it's not weird. Like,
Yeah. And also, if they need to distract him for anything, you could like take him out for lunch or something.
yeah. Oh shit! None of us figured out how to track down the fiance. Nope, that's not something we need to do. We're good.
We can she's gonna be there at the wedding.
Yeah,
We're
she's
just
gonna be at the wedding. Yeah. No, we're good. We got this. We're good.
We
Um,
Gucci.
I can't stress that I've been up since 4 a.m.
You're good.
You're gonna
All
sleep
right.
good tonight, buddy.
Well,
I finally get to do a little mission with Quinlan this time. I think I've done it
There
with
you go.
everyone except for Quinlan now.
That genuine was my goal. Is to team up people that don't fucking team up.
split off into pairs.
I-
All
yeah.
right. Yeah. So, as you're kind of sitting at this cafe, someone just kind of like sets like a coffee pot in front of you and a couple of cups, and like just offering it, as part of the hospitality of the cafe.
I give my cup to Zog.
Dog is drinking 2 coffees.
As you
And then
all
I
sit and
wait,
formulate the
wait.
rest of your plan. What?
I take my cup, crush it, and then put it into my body.
Dog is not drinking 2 coffees.
after
You see
it,
little
after
shards of ceramic.
yeah, after Zog's done with it, like he
No,
does it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see little shards of ceramic begin to float around Sundial's core.
Mhm.
And Laos and Harmonious look to you and they're like, well, it's been an absolute... Respectfully, it's been an absolute pleasure to get to know you all. At least what little we have right now. And do understand, we are willing to help. We're not like
Can I
we're
insight
not
check him?
turncoats. Huh?
Can I insight check him to make sure of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
As
Because
he is
he could
talking,
just be fucking lying.
Tesla is going to reach in her bag, and she's going to pull out 10 gold pieces and give 5 to the kid and 5 to Harmonious, because what they've been given isn't real, and they probably need something real Plus, they're helping us out, so this is kind of a preemptive thank you.
That's a 23 insight, by the way.
He is 100% sincere.
Okay, all right.
And he just looks and he's like, that's much appreciated. But to be clear, we don't need any more. We got our own way of coming up with stuff. Well, at least I do. You might want to find something for this one here. He's like,
We'll get
hey!
work for him. We'll get work for you, don't worry.
She hands him the 5 gold piece as he says that.
I like to imagine that down the road, it's going to be him and his like 12 brothers and sisters all just running around Tesla's shop like the fucking 7 dwarves. Like, he's just going to give all of them jobs.
Snow White and the 17 dwarves.
17.
Snow White and the 17 teams.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
As the sun begins to set on the harbor, you all kind of look around at each other and realize what you're getting yourselves into. And you think you've got a good plan. I hope, at least. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session. So, to close, I'd like to wish all of y'all a wonderful rest of your night and a wonderful rest of your weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the raid, the late raid. I know you came in a bit late. You can watch the rest of this episode on YouTube at Adventures in Initiative on YouTube. You can listen to the podcast anywhere where your favorite podcasts are.
It's only on Spotify.
Produced. Okay,
It's
you can
only
listen to
on
the
Spotify.
podcast. You can listen to the podcast on Spotify.
And all your favorite podcasts are on Spotify. So
yeah.
You don't need anything else. It's on Spotify.
Right?
Yeah. So you can listen to the podcast on Spotify. Podcast listeners will love you to death. Thank you so much for listening. And until next time, your adventure matters. Roll for initiative.
Bye.
Bye.